Sup nerds, welcome to episode 45 of the Omni4Game podcast. I am Sean, I'm joined with Chris and Brandon as always.
Alright guys, this week's Omni4Game recap. We go over our locals as always. We give you the BT17 set review. And we go over your comment questions. If you guys like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Alright, first topic, locals recap. I'm fairly certain I'm going first.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say before we could start by preferencing that we can apologize if this is a shorter episode. Sean's AC unit is out. He's melting right now.
Yes.
Mine and Brandon's also went out, but we got super lucky. They were able to fix it basically the next day. And we live in Florida, and I don't know how many of y'all live there or know about what, like the summer right now, but it sucks.
Yes.
We are doing the set review, but we might just go through it really quick because we're trying to get Sean out of here because yeah. He's even got his lights off. He's trying to reduce all heat.
Yeah,
so.
That's why I'm in a dark room, is because I have all of my lights off. Like, there's not a single light on in my house.
Yeah. So, yeah, we can go ahead and start on local recap if you want, Sean.
All right. I took Alter S again. I took the version that I deck profiled on the channel a few days ago. Worked really well.
Even without Nokia?
Yes, even without Nokia. Nokia sucks. It's a trap. Don't play it. It worked very well. I played Diabor round 1. I comboed for game. I comboed and then won the game a couple turns later. Game 1. Game 2, it took me a little too long to see my pieces. Also, he kept catastrophe canning my stacks, because I would like half combo and then like choke him to 1. And then he would catastrophe cannon one of my stacks, and like that's 2 more pieces I have to find again. And I got to the point where I could combo, but I would have passed turn, and it wouldn't have been lethal, and I would have decked out because I was getting.
You could just see like Caleb like holding another catastrophe cannon, like.
Yeah, he was playing Ultimate Flare and catastrophe cannon, which are 2 very good.
Sitting there about to set down the Alter S, and he's sitting there.
Yeah, he has 2 very good answers in his deck for Alter S, but so I tried to rush him down. But at that point, it was too late. Like, I should have, if I had wanted to do that, I would have had to do it like a turn earlier. Because he like started clearing my board and stuff. I got him to, I think I could have gotten him to 0 security, but I couldn't have killed him before he killed me. Game 3 though, I comboed. He had a BT16, EX6 Diabormon on the field, and he was like, just a reminder, if you play something, I get to play a token, and he had the EX6 and Firmon underneath it, so like he could de-evo.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. Play Omekamon, and then trigger his effect, and then I started evoing up, and he was like, hold on, I'm gonna do this, and I was like, no, I have turn player priority. You're not gonna get a chance to do that, because I had full combo in my hand at that point.
Before that happens.
I was 1 card off when I started it, and as soon as I Omekamon evoed into the other thing, I had full combo. So I was just like, bing, bing, bing. So I Alter S, bot decked his Dia, popped one of the tokens. Didn't pass turn. I swung into security, trashed 1 and checked 1. And then he didn't answer my Alter S on his turn, and I had Alter B in my hand to kill him on the following turn when he had 3 security.
Oh, that's Joker.
Yeah. Round 2, I played against Ben playing Beals. I believe I won game 1, if I'm not mistaken. He ended up winning the match 2-1, and the 2 games that he won, it took me just too long to see one of my pieces, unfortunately. I just whiffed. I think it was a level 4. I like whiffed on 2 turns, which is surprising since I run 11 of them with the Omekamons, but
yeah.
So I lost that, and then round 3, I played against Will playing 7 Great Demon Lords. Not an amazing matchup, but it's winnable for sure. I comboed super quick game 1. Killed him before I had a chance to really do much. Game 2, it took me too long to see my stuff. And I actually tried to deck him out because I was able to... He evoed into a Agudamon, I guess, to like try to get it in trash. And I hard evoed into Alter S.
Bottom deck.
Yeah, I bottom decked it, and I was just trying to deck him out. And I got pretty close, and then he eventually discarded another one off of an effect, and I scooped, and I was like, okay, game 3. I comboed into him once, but he had a the 4-cost option, Rise. He had a Rise, and he had an EX5 Leviamon in his sources to like play out to like pop my Alter S and then pop one of my level 6s. So I couldn't just freebie Evo into another Alter S, unfortunately. And then game 3, I comboed, swung at him one time, then had Alter B in my hand the next turn to lethal him. Then run 4, played against Chris playing Royal Knights. I probably should alter my game plan versus that deck and just try to run you down as quickly as possible, because I don't think going into an Alter S is the answer. Because I comboed you both games, but like Ulforce just answers it, and it just goes to security, and like all my sources get trashed. So I lost that.
You don't even get to play anybody.
Yeah, I lost that 0-2, and then I don't know what I came in, but I went 2-2.
I think you were like 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
I think you were like right there in the middle.
I think you had to be right below Ben, because Ben got 3rd.
Yeah, I think we were the top 4. I think it was you, Ben, Chris, me.
Okay. Yeah, I think maybe because I have the Ukamons and the Louis, I can actually try to rookie rush people if I don't see my stuff early enough. And I think I should just know when to shift gears and do that versus certain decks. Like Royal Knights are just when I don't see my pieces early. But
yeah,
deck felt pretty good though.
Ukamon fixing another deck. People want it gone. I don't think it's the problem.
Dude, if I
Ben joined in on that too. Ben is now anti-Ukamon.
Yeah, Ben was like Uko, and I was like, Ben, come on, man, you're better than this.
Uko's not the problem. Uko literally fixes decks.
I don't understand.
Uko is a type of card. Uko is a type of card that rises all ships.
Yeah. If Ukamon didn't cost 1, I'd be like, okay, sure, maybe. I still don't think it should get hit. But you're also paying 1 memory, so it's like it's fair. It's fine.
I don't think the card is inherently fair or inherently unfair. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think some of the decks it's in make people think that Ukamon's a problem, but the problem is not Ukamon. It's the decks that it's in. Because you can put Ukamon in anything, and it's not going to break the deck.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I was
can't digivolve on top of it, guys.
Yeah, I should have gone XO playing. I was playing Ukamon on my deck, dude. I should have creamed all of you.
Womboed everybody.
Pause.
I was gonna get to it with mine, but I'm also playing Uko, and the amount of times I would promote an Uko and have another stack next to it, and my opponent would prioritize popping the Uko, I thought was wild. I just thought that was wild.
Yeah, I will say if someone leaves my if I go first, I want to go second, but if I go first and I start Ukamon with a rookie,
Gabu and Agumon.
Yeah, if I start those two and then you don't immediately do something on the next turn to those two things, and I get a second promotion, I probably have combo already. And I'm just gonna
for your deck, it makes more sense to out it because it's an inevitability.
Yeah, but I had a few games last night where like I did that and they didn't immediately respond to it, and I just promoted again and then just comboed.
Yeah. Did it ever feel bad having the bot deck stuff, or did you just not care?
No. It doesn't feel bad because Ukamon can search anything. Because you're always like care. 1 or 2 pieces away. You can just add like occasionally I had to bot. I think one game I had to bot deck 2 Alter S's versus Caleb playing Dia, but I was able to search the one piece that I needed to go into the Alter S I already had in my hand anyway.
Oh yeah, so you don't even mind.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. If he answers this, it's whatever. But like, there's a 4th Alter S unaccounted for anyway.
So I'll go next. I got second because of tiebreakers. Me, Ben,
you couldn't
and Brandon
go undefeated is the actual reason.
Yeah. Well, yes, that too. Me, Brandon, and Ben were all X1. We all beat each other or lost to one another. Like I beat Brandon, Ben beat me, and Brandon beat Ben. So it was literally all down. Yeah, it was all down to the rest of our matchups. And like, Brandon, you're the only one who didn't play Robbie, right?
Yeah.
I also didn't play him.
Well, you don't mind. You don't matter. All right, you were 2-2.
So
sorry.
I do believe, unfortunately, I don't think he won a single match last night.
He's playing a joke deck.
Yeah, he is
like,
playing a joke deck.
He knows that that's what he's doing.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get a free win. Actually, that would actually be a good matchup versus me because they would strip my sources. But
Yeah, it was actually hilarious. When he came over and told us that Will played into a Hexplow.
Yeah,
He went Aguda. He went Aguda, and he's just like, swing. Do you want to just scoop? He like Robbie told me this is what he said. He goes, Aguda, swing. Do you want to just scoop from here and we'll go to the next game? He goes, you can't attack. And he goes, what?
What?
Read this card that's 3 years old. Read it.
Will wasn't around. Yeah, Will wasn't around with that card. So also so I played round 1. I played against Robbie, who again we were talking about. He's playing like fishes, but not the list that's going around. It's like a completely different version.
Yeah, like, he's not playing like Aegistrom or anything. He's playing like Plesio X.
Yeah, and he's playing like Hexplow, and like he's a source strip deck and then stun you kind of deck.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really work on my deck because I don't have sources and I'm playing Royal Knights. He did get me down to 1 security one game, and he could have killed me. He went Zudo, and instead of bouncing my 1 blocker, he bounced my other Digimon. I can't remember which one, and then he had 2 attacks. One which was like the unblockable Gomamon, and then the other was the Zudo. So yeah, he misplayed there. He thought he had like a line where he could do it that way, but he realized after he digivolved into the Zudomon, he had Marching Fishes in his hand. So he could have just made it to where his attacks were unblockable.
Oh, so he didn't have to do that.
Right. So I got him 2-0. Round 2, I played against Brandon, who's playing Red Hybrid. Turn 1, he just slammed down Solarmon and was like, have fun. I was able to kill that sucker real quick.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't kill it. I swung security and hit Crimson Blaze and got insta-punished.
Sounds like Chris outed it, dude.
I killed it real quick. I killed it real quick.
Your security bailed you out.
So
it wasn't the last time that happened.
No. Yeah. I want to say I got Brand 2-0, but I didn't because I forget game 2. He killed me so fast. So fast.
I'm surprised you won that matchup. That's a horrendous matchup for Royal Knights. Especially if they're main decking Solarmon.
We get to mine, but I had bad hands.
Yeah, game 1, I think he didn't have any level 3s to play. He was like running out real slow.
Solarmon was my thing. That's what I had.
Yeah.
And then
it was the Solarmon,
was like nothing else. No,
you had an Uko.
No,
you had an Uko.
It's hilarious because I know you're only playing Solarmon because Chris is playing Royal Knights.
No, I honestly just haven't put Gatsumon in. Oh. I just haven't got to change it. So he's just still in there. It also hurts Demon Lords.
It does. I guess if we confirm there's at least 1 Demon Lords player locals.
Game 3, I had to Omnimon him. I don't think it was like early, like I had enough swings. I just had a hope that because he put me to 4 memory, and I was like, I think I have to kill him this turn, or else I think I just lose next turn because I was at 4 security, and he had the memory setting Takuya and like another Takuya and a Digimon coming out of raising. I'm like, that just says, hey, I'm killing you next turn.
You have 4 security, you're dead.
Yeah. So I was like, let me Omnimon here, and I think was it Kentaros, Brandon? I needed Kentarosmon to survive because I'm playing the 1-of Kentarosmon. And I got super lucky. His entire security was super squishy.
It was where all my Takuyas were at. They were all in security.
So I got him game 3. Got it 2-1. And then round 3 I played against Ben, who's playing Beelzemon. I did lose that game. Game 1 took forever. I was trying to deck him out, and he was trying to kill me.
Will and I went to 3 games when we finished our match before you guys finished game 1. I was watching you guys play the rest of your match.
Yeah, it was forever. And then he had 2 Iron Makos on the board, and it was just like he kept putting 1 or 2 cards back on the top of his deck, and I Omnimoned him kind of early because I could kind of see the writing on the wall. And then, but it had to pass turn because Ben was never going to allow me to have enough memory to do it for free. And I couldn't keep enough Royal Knights on the board to get Suckty up to do it. So I Omnimoned him and it passed turn. He ended up like clearing like 2 of them off the board right away. So that was kind of like a resource game. I can't remember. He had like swung with the Balmon or something like that, and I blocked. I can't remember if that was game 1 or 3. And it was like either way, it was gonna die, and he was gonna have enough cards and trash to just.
It was the last game. It was when he won the match.
That was game 3. Okay.
Did you guys go to 3? Oh yeah, you did. I forgot how you won game 2. Yeah,
the timer didn't like start, or like something happened with the timer.
Something happened with my timer that I started. It like turned itself off somehow. I'm not sure how that happened.
But we looked at the paper that Brandon printed that puts the listings on because he forgot to send the notification out on the app.
Yeah, we had to set the timer manually.
Yeah, so we had to kind of look at that and be like, okay, this is how much time we have left. So game 2, I ended up winning. I Omnimon him, and I had Examon in the stack. So I also had a Purge out, and I didn't activate the Purge because go ahead.
The turn prior is the beginning of you making what seemed in the moment like objectively the worst play, and then you end up getting rewarded for it, and then the exact same thing happened on that turn.
Yeah, so
you could have given him 10 memory and cleared his board because he had a Bill's X and 3 Impmons on the field, and you could have Dynast into an All Force.
Yep.
It would have given him 10 memory, but it would have cleared everything. But instead, you did something else, and I don't think you cleared anything, did you? Yeah, you just like established 2 blockers or something.
Yeah.
And then he swung.
That was like game 3.
No, this is game 2. This is game 1.
No, that was game 2. Oh, okay.
He swung your security and checked a Crimson Blaze, and it cleared out all of his
Yep.
Bailed him out.
Yep.
All right, continue. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot the Crimson Blaze cleared out his entire board. That was hilarious.
Crazy.
So I had a Purge, and I could have purged something out, and then Omnimon, and gone to 0 memory.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, I just went straight Omni, putting myself to 1 memory, and then I started swinging at his security, and everyone, Sean and Ben, were like, why didn't you just purge out first?
I wasn't going to say anything. Ben said, you misplayed.
Yeah. So, because I could have got 1 more Digimon out. I could have got the Dynast
because you had like 2 or 3 Dynasts in your stack. You could have purged out one of the Dynasts to get an extra swing.
Yeah, because I saw all 4. Saw all 4 Dynasmon that game. So, I'm at 1 memory, and then I start swinging at him, and I have Examon, so I'm like confirmed, like I have 6 swings. Start swinging at him, and then I hit X antibody, putting me to 0. So, turned out it was the correct play.
Yes.
So I end up winning that game, and then
you swung in the right order to where Examon. So if you had checked arrivals, your Examon would have died, but you didn't check arrivals. You checked a on the 4th check, it was a Death Slinger, and he's never going to have enough cards pop a level 7 with it.
Yeah.
And he's like, how'd you swing in the right order?
Lucky.
Because I would have played around Rivals. Because he's playing 4 Rivals.
I'm always going to swing with Examon last if I can.
God, dude, you would have gotten so punished by Rivals.
I don't know. So I end up winning that game, and then we weren't sure of the time, so we were like, hey, we'll do like 10 more minutes, and I'm like, because he can roll me, and then he kind of did. I think that is the game you're talking about, Sean, where I could have like cleared his whole board, right, but given him like 10 memory.
No.
Was
that was game 2. Those 2 plays were literally back to back. They were 2 consecutive plays where you made what seemed like the worst play in the moment, and then you got rewarded for it.
I got rewarded.
You got rewarded.
You won because of it. And then Ben was still like, that was a misplay. And I was like, Ben, he lethaled you.
Yeah, I won.
I was like, in hindsight, it is not. It was the best play.
Game 3, I can't really remember too much what happened. I just remember he just killed me. I could have blocked his Balmon, or it was going to die the security check. I had to make a decision. I ended up not blocking it, letting it go through. It died. Because blocking it was like going to confirm kill it, which would have given him enough cards to BLX me and kill me that way. And then we checked the security, and it was like, yeah, it was definitely dying. So he ended up winning that game. And then round 4, I played against Sean. He kind of already talked about that. Old Force is just like his main crux, because it just strips his sources and bounces his. I always try and hold on to the Old Force until just for you, Brandon. I was just trying to hold on to it until I like desperately need it to like do stuff. Like if I have multiples in my hand, I'll try and like I'll play one obviously to like deal with something, and then always kind of hold that second one.
I was sad because at one point during one of the games, you Ganku'd out your Ult Force that was already in your stack.
Yep.
And I comboed into Alter S and bot decked the Ult Force, and you immediately had another one in your hand. I was like,
Yep. I was like, Purge, Tuck Ult Force.
Yeah. As soon as you did that, I was like, cool.
I just knew. Yeah. And then I think what ended up happening was you could have gotten game 2, but you evolve like one too many times and forgot that you were gonna deck out because of the Kakyoin?
Yeah, the Kyokomon or whatever.
Kyoko, yeah.
I don't know if I would have. I think I could have won. It would have depended on what exactly you did on your turn because I didn't know what was in your hand. Mm-hmm. But I was gonna leave myself at. I was gonna choke you to 1, leave myself with 1 card left in deck, and then I was gonna be able to combo. And I was gonna be able to Alter S you on my turn. And I think I had an Alter B in my hand. I was the last card in my deck was Alter B.
Right.
So I should have been able to kill you. But I forgot that I had Kyokomon in my Alter S deck, and I'd already swung with that. So as soon as I went to pass turn, I was like, "Oh, never mind. I'm gonna draw a card during your unsuspended."
Because I had 3 Digimon, and you had 2 security, but I think you had 2 blockers.
I had 1 security and 3 blockers.
Oh, okay,
and one of them was Alter S.
Level 5 is a blocker as well.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So so I think you would have won on the following turn for sure. But yeah, so.
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I forgot about Kyokomon. I needed to stop digivolving 1 sooner, and I think the least amount of memory I could have given you was like 2 or 3.
Yep. So I got second. Brandon got bailed out by tiebreakers. He got first.
I got first. Playing Red Hybrid, as Chris said. I was gonna play Ult Force again, but I didn't really feel like it. I ended up regretting playing Red Hybrid in the first round. As funny as that sounds with the hindsight of me getting first. Because immediately playing against Will, playing Demon Lords, my first hand was god-awful, so I was like, alright, cool, we'll just mulligan this, this is fine. And my next hand was literally all level 4s and 2 level 6s. So it was 4 level 4s, because he went first. 4 level 4s and 2 level 6s. I ended up having to hard play one of the level 4s, and he doesn't kill it. And he gives me like 2 or 3 memory, because I think he hard plays Lusamon just to pass his turnover. And I end up having to, I kid you not, Evo my level 4s into level 4s, because the Burning and the Aguni can just combo off of each other like that. And every draw I was drawing was just absolute garbage. Like I'm talking, it was like Crimson Blaze, Grav Crush, Atomic Inferno. I went like 4 level 4s, 1
Those
stack.
are great cards that you just called all garbage.
They're great when I'm already in an advantageous position.
That is true.
In the moment, they were not what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So he ends up wiping the floor with me game 1. But thankfully, my deck decided to act like it's supposed to game 2 and 3. And
that's that's like a money matchup for you. Like that's like a dream matchup. Purple decks just lose to Red Hybrid.
Yeah, especially since I am playing the Solarmon as well, so it's like an auto counter. Because like he saw that one game 2, so he was always holding the 4-cost dude to try to out it.
Oh, the Porcupamon.
Yeah. So he was always holding it. What I did in game 3 to like fake him out is I let him blow his load, pun intended, and play 3 dudes out. Because he had the Rise, he had the Chaos mode, like he went off, and he got 3 bodies on the board, and the next turn he was getting ready to tuck all of them, and then go into a Gudo, and I was just like, alright, here's Solarmon, you're at 1 memory.
Yeah, that's what I used to do to Ben when we were playtesting. I would just play Pillamon and be like, your turn.
Your turn. And then he goes, ah. So I ended up like faking him out on that one because like I hadn't shown the Solarmon all game. I think I had both. I want to say I Evo'd one in the Raising early, like super early, and he was like, "Oh, you better keep that thing back there. Don't promote it." And then the very next turn I promoted it and swung with it because I was just like, I have the other one in hand.
I would have immediately known you had the other one in hand.
You would have.
You telegraphed the fact that you had multiples when you do that.
Yeah, you would have. But, I was like, I just want to get the draw off the Koromon, So I get that match pretty easily. Round 2 was against Chris. I think I played like Sean. I think I played that matchup just wrong.
Yeah.
Like not only was I having like bad hands, like game 1 not seeing any Takuyas, but just doing the Solarmon on the board immediately was probably something that hard punished me. I should have did what I did last time I played against Royal Knights with that deck, and I should have held it in hand until it was the turn he needed to go into Omni.
Yeah.
As a turn ender. So I think I just played that matchup wrong. I mean, game 2 was over in like 2 minutes because like I just double Atomic Inferno'd on top of the BT7 Takuya. So I'm checking like 4 security for massive, and it's just like, alright, get wrecked, I guess. Yeah, that one was pretty quick. My third matchup was against Caleb. He's playing Dia. That matchup was pretty heavily in my favor because of just how aggressive I am. That was the first time where Ukomons were actually coming in like a lot because he doesn't do anything really in the early game. Of course, I did get super hard punished immediately because I had double Uko and a Flamon on the board. I swung with the Flamon, and the first check was Ultimate Flare. So his first security just wiped my board, and I went, cool, you got it. I think that's the game he took off of me, too, because of that. I completely lost advantage at that moment.
I got blown out by Chris because I forgot Jesmon was a card, and I had 3 rookies on the field, and like 2 of them were Ukos, and 1 was a Gabumon, and he just like Jesmon. I was like,
you got it.
Yep, forgot that was a card.
Yeah, he picked it up. He had to reread it. He was like, yep.
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 6K. Yep, you got me.
You got him. Yeah, so I think he took that game off me because of that. Also, de-evoing in general is like the bane of like mine and Sean's deck. Because if they de-evo my stack, I don't get my on deletions.
Yeah.
And like, especially if it's a de-evo by multiple stage, I'm losing my tamer. Because if I used Warp Takuya, there was 2 times I got warped. My Warp Takuya got de-evoed back to like a level 4 by Demon Lord Beals.
I don't think you can de-evo a tamer.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I got de-evoed like into it.
Okay, you said you lost a tamer.
I lost the stack, I should say.
Okay.
I still had the tamer,
I'm pretty sure if you get de-evo to a tamer, it stops. Like I don't think you can de-evo a tamer.
'cause you're not a Digimon.
It doesn't have a level.
Yeah.
It's just like a rookie.
I'll share Marcus.
But I mean,
You can't
at that
evo.
point,
Marcus doesn't
is
have
a Digimon.
Marcus doesn't have a level. Also, it can't
Marcus
it
is a
can't
Digimon.
evo if you use his effect. So like you're never gonna
Yeah,
de-evo Marcus.
if it's a mandatory
How else can you
attack,
explain how he fights Digimon? He is a Digimon.
I mean, he becomes one.
Yeah, exactly.
comes one. So, yeah, like the Warp Takuya, if I use the good Emperor Greymon, it's a mandatory pop. So if they only have 1 target on the field, I had to. So in the Dia matchup, that really sucks because he has the on deletions on 2 different stacks, and it's like, okay, I guess I lose.
Yeah, I'm surprised you allowed him to get 2 stacks on the field.
He evoed into 1 because I hit 2 trainings at a security. And then he popped a because he had all the memory gain Kurisaris.
Yeah, he popped a token to evo another one for free or whatever. That's just it's surprising to hear because even in our all 3 of our games, he never had more than 1 Dia stack on the field versus me.
Yeah, like he did it all in 1 turn, and I was like, because he ended his turn giving me 3 memory going into the second Dia. One of them was suspended, and the other one was unsuspended. And I was just like, okay, can't do anything. They both have the on deletion.
And he had the
Man, I feel like
EX6 and Firmon are both of them, I'm assuming.
Is that the one where it's when you play a token de-evo? Yeah, both of them.
I feel like if Dia gets 2 Dias out on the board, that's just Jover.
Unless you have unless you're playing Alter S and you just combo into an Alter S and bot deck one of them.
Yeah.
Bot deck.
Yeah, so he did end up taking a game off of me, but of course, in the other games, I just did my red hybrid stuff and just won. I think game 1 actually took like 2 minutes. It was over super quick, and then game 2 was the game where I got blown out by the ultimate flare, and he established 2 Dias. Yeah, so I ended up getting that one 2-1. And the final round was against Ben, again playing Beals. Game 1, I can't remember if I got game 1. It was just one of those really fast, got in there, got out kind of situations. Killed him before he was able to super establish. He was really excited that game because he pulled a Sean. He went Imp, Imp X, Wizard, Wizard X, Bal, and was like, he was popping off.
Yeah, God stack.
Yeah, and then I just killed him, and I was like,
Sag.
So in game 2, he kind of reverse rolled me.
Gravity Crush next game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. After the locals was over, Ben was like, "Gravity Crush is such a stupid card," and I was like,
card. Yeah.
"Yeah, it is a lot like a lot of the cards in your deck." And he's like, "There's nothing unfair in my deck," and I was like, "There's several."
Yeah, I and
unfair.
Mako definitely didn't get printed.
There's several unfair cards in your deck.
So yeah, he ends up getting me game 2. Kind of reverse rolled me. The D Evo Beals really sucks for me. He set up like a pretty ridiculous board. Like he swings with the Balmon. Of course it hits a Mega. It dies, floats into Beals. Beals floats into an Imp. The Imp mills another Beals that floats into an Imp. And suddenly he has 3 bodies on the board.
Yeah, tell him to chill out.
Yeah. So I lost that one pretty hard just because I got steamrolled because my security was actually good. In quotes. It's bad security in that case. And then game 3, he set up 2 Balmons where if I tried to pop either one, it was going to float into a Beals and he was going to just destroy my day. But I needed a level 4. If I could just top deck a level 4, I won. Because he had 2 security and I had a guy in raising with Warp Takuya and a Grav Crush in hand. So I had the Emperor in hand, but I couldn't warp and keep turn because he was just going to Beals me, and then I would lose my stack. Because again, his pop effect is mandatory, and all he had was 2 Balmons that would have floated into Beals. So I top decked the Burning Greymon and was just like, "Oh, sorry, Ben, it's Jover." I put down the Gravity Crush, and he goes, because he was so smart, he put me to 1 memory. He made sure I didn't have enough memory for it, so I just promoted.
You can't
Grav Crush
kill
went to
me.
3. Yeah. Tucked my 5 dudes under with the Aldemon, so it was a confirmed kill. Swung super big, last 2 checks, and swung per game. And he was not happy about the Grav Crush.
Grav Crush is pretty broken. Was
Done.
printed in
I
BT1.
just remembered. I remembered what happened in our game 2 that I accidentally threw. When I omnied in game 2, I brought out the Gankomon and forgot to play out the Sistermon that was in my trash. That would have given me 7 attacks to your 6 security.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we forgot about that.
Dang, way to suck.
Yeah.
I even read Gankomon too. I was like, I can play the sister from trash, right? I was like, looked at the trash, I was like, it's in there. But then I did some other things. And then I just played it, and then I did all the effects and just skipped over Gankumon. I was like, oh, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I even sat there before I drew for turn. I even sat there for a second just to see if you would remember. And then you did, and I was like, okay. And then I drew and started doing stuff, and you were like, I forgot Gankumon.
I forgot to play it.
I was like, I'm not telling him.
Yeah, go to the set review. I was very upset. I was like, this never comes up. It never comes up. Like, when do you ever do that with Gankumon? Like, never. But I was like, this is the one situation where it would have mattered.
I never do it because I don't play sisters in my builds, but it comes up quite often if you play the Sistermons.
I've cut it to 2. I still like it because of the draws. Obviously, I'm only gonna play it in like a situation after I've already played like a Royal Knight, and I'm like, I don't have another way to pass turn, so at least this way I can get something in trash and draw a couple cards.
Dog.
Yeah, imagine
so
being
hard
Briss
to
and
concentrate.
mulliganing a hand that had like 3 purges in it.
Imagine.
Hey, I was rewarded for that. What do you mean?
Yeah, somehow you saw all 4 that very game. Crazy.
Yeah, I saw more of them the following game.
Ridiculous.
Dude, it's
Flagemon looks cool.
It's so hard for me to concentrate.
Hold on, are these not new cards? They're just alt arts.
These are new
No, they're
cards, dude. They're
are
literally
they?
promos.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
The Flame Dramon is legitimately like really good. People are putting it in Magnavax, and it's like actually good. Well, not Magnavax.
Wait a second, hold
Magna
on.
Armor.
Okay,
Are these cards gonna be like?
I was like, one, he's not yellow. Two, he's not a vaccine.
My bad.
These
my
cards
bad.
are gonna be like $40 a pop,
All right.
especially that Leo X.
So BT17 set review. We're gonna start with the box toppers. Brandon, do you know if we get one of these in a pack or is it two? Did they smarten up? Or is it
I think it's one.
cool? That makes sense.
Bastards.
Yeah. Flame
That'd be cool.
Dramon.
We got two.
Evos for 2 on top of Vmon. Armor Purge Raid. Your turn once per turn. When this Digimon attack target is switched, your opponent adds a top card of their security stack to the hand. That's pretty filthy.
Why for level 4?
So he checks security without checking it. He's like a mirage.
Let me also turn on my my X antibody next to him.
Oh yeah, true.
So that's another way Magna Armor can turn their Magna on.
That's pretty filthy.
Well, pause.
I mean,
no, I meant it.
Yeah, because this resolves before the counter window. Dude, that's so stupid.
Yep. So this card's actually broken. It's
I do really like the art.
The art is beautiful.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, the Shadramon. Okay. That's ridiculous. That's gonna be like a $40 card.
Yeah, that's a definite 5 out of 5.
Yo, chill out. That's not a 5, dude. Come on, calm down.
I mean, it's
a 4.
Advancing a tier 1 deck.
I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4. Dude, Magna Armor is not really a thing next format.
We'll see. I mean, you're probably right, but we'll see.
I mean, we've seen some of the Japanese like tier list. It's not.
Yeah, Imperial took over. Imperial Gang Rise, I guess.
I don't even know if that's true. I don't understand the Imperial Cope lately. Vdramon. On play / when Digivolving for the top 3 cards of your deck, add one Digimon card with Vdramon in its name and one blue Tamer card among to the hand, put the rest on the bottom of your deck. Inheritable, your turn once per turn when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, gain 1 memory. So this is just all 4 support.
Yep. Yeah, this would just be cool for Old Force.
You could either hard replace the BT11 Vdramon.
You just play both, I think.
You could just play both. Well, the reason I say hard replace is because a lot of people are playing the packages with the gold Vidras, the Magnas, just for like what format you're in.
I would probably just increase my level 4 count and maybe play a couple of the gold Vidras or something, but I would just do 4 and 4 of this guy in BT11.
The reason I love this is because with the BT11 Vmon, you're getting a double search. Because you could Davis Kin it out, get the search, Evo into it, search again.
God, I feel like
I'll probably give this like a 3.
Yeah, I also give this a 3. Like, it's really, it's good for specifically one deck.
Yeah, it's
deck,
only supporting one deck.
Yeah.
It's only ever going to be all 4 support.
Leomon X antibody, Evo's on top of Leomon for 0, otherwise 3 memory on green or yellow. This guy does not have a reduced cost on the rookies. On play / when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn. All turns while Leomon or X antibodies in this Digimon Digivolution cards, this Digimon gains Blocker and Fortitude. Inheritable on deletion, recovery +1.
Okay. I mean, that's heavy Leo support.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is okay for heavy Leo.
Yeah, I'll give it like a 3 just because I like it's inheritable to where you can recover, and then like the Fortitude's always nice. But like we're so far past Fortitude now, you know, it's just like
I'm legitimately curious if this even makes the cut for the deck.
Yeah,
I don't think it could because the level 4s aren't even like Leomons.
Yeah. Well, I think that all of the level 4s like are counted as Leomon.
Do they count? Do they count as Leomon?
But like,
does it say like name is counted as Leomon?
I'm pretty sure they have the rule.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
it's been
they
a
do.
little minute. It's been a minute.
I just don't know if you would play this guy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't think so.
Yeah, because like him evoing for 3 sucks. Like you'd have to see a Leomon first in order to not feel bad about evoing into this guy.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 2. I'd be shocked if this made the list.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it either, to be honest. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but I was also going to give it 2.
I would give it a 3 if it also evoed for 2 memory on top of the rookies.
Right.
Yeah.
But
specifically their rookies.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
All right. Mega Kabu. Shiny Mega Kabuterimon. Evo's on top of level 4 with Insectoid trait for 3 memory, has Evade, and then all turns while this Digimon is suspended, it isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon. Inheritable all turns. Once per turn, when the Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. This card is kind of nuts.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is definitely pretty good.
Play this entire
list.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this a 4. What's crazy is like
agreed.
if your opponent, like let's say your opponent DP minuses you with a Digimon effect, you just evade and you're immediately immune, and you just back up to your DP.
Would the DP check not happen before he gets deleted?
No, because it's a passive effect. It's not like a gained effect.
Okay.
He immediately is immune as soon as he's turned sideways.
Oh my! I forgot about this next card. Jesus.
Butthole the card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is such a bad art.
Taintamon. Yeah.
Taint.
Mama Tyramon, however you want to say it, who cares? Collision blocker. Evils on top of level 4 with Mamamon or Tyrannomon for 3. All turns once per turn when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, you may unsuspend this Digimon. Inheritable all turns once per turn when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, you may unsuspend this Digimon.
Okay, what is this for?
What do you play this in?
I don't know.
Cool, I guess.
2.
Yeah, 2.
I guess.
I don't know what this is for.
At least it has effects. It has things written on it.
It does have words written on the card, yes.
Hey, this next card is the one that Ben said would bring back.
Dude, this next card started Ben's like copium for Falco, or not Falco.
He said, "Bro, we're gonna get a level 3. The deck's gonna be tier 1."
Yeah, I'm fairly certain he's trolling. I don't think he's
probably
that foolish. Falco. Evils on top of Penamon for 0, otherwise purple or green for 1. On play, suspend one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon, then by placing this Digimon as a bottom resolution card of one of your Digimon with Ravamon in its name. That Digimon may attack an opponent's Digimon. Inheritable on deletion when this Digimon is deleted other than in battle, your opponent trashes 1 card in their hand.
I mean, at least it's good. I'll say that.
Cool, it's a 3rd Falcomon you can play in the deck, I guess.
Yeah. At least it's playable. Like, if you want to play a tier 3 deck, like, at least now you can play a tier 3 deck better.
I don't even know if I would count it as tier 3. Like,
Yeah, I mean, what is this deck competing with?
I don't even think it makes the tier list.
I don't think it does.
I mean, it hasn't been on our tier list in how long?
It lacks a win condition, also in a format where people are playing the rookies that keep you from playing by effects. You just get shut down.
You're just dafted.
Yeah. Like, I've had people, like, full combo me with, like, the burst mode, and it just doesn't do enough.
You just didn't care.
You just still win because they're just like, okay, I'm, like, sick,
Hey, but
dude.
I burst moded you, right? So I win, right?
Yeah, you looked at my hand, trash a card, so you see that what's about to happen to you.
So you see what you're about to walk into.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
Hey, it's good for its deck.
Yeah, I mean, it seems okay.
Too bad you're in a bad deck.
Yeah.
Maybe so those are all the box toppers for that one?
Yes.
Just the 6 of them, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Now we can move on to actual BT17.
All right, BT17, Gigimon or whatever. When attacking, by paying 1 cost, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. Not once per turn on the off chance you can unsuspend.
1. I don't think this card's ever going to be used over the draw level 3s.
I agree, but I could see people starting to tech this into like red decks, like as like a 4th or as their like 5th Tama.
This guy pops floodgates.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Mean, what red deck is getting countered by a specific floodgate right now?
I agree, but like there's still random decks out there that can like don't really care about what Tama they play because they're playing Ukos.
Yeah.
They could just play like this. Like, imagine, I'm not saying they would. I don't think they would. But Numamon could, like, play this and then just Digivolve their Ukos, swing, and then pop their, like, cards.
But you're investing 1 to 2 memory, depending on which Uko you're using, just to pop a floodgate.
I know.
Remember, you have to pay a memory to pop something.
Hey, I'm trying to do the comments here, okay?
I agree with Chris. I think this becomes like a 5th Tama index. I don't think you play this in Gallant because I don't think you care about floodgates.
With Gallant,
at least you'd have the ability to increase your DP threshold.
Yeah, you could bump that up to like pretty high in Gallant.
Okay, I'll concede. I'll give it a 2.
I would rather play the BT. Is it 11 or BT? No, BT12. Gigimon in Gallant, the one that increases your DP threshold.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems.
I'll
playable.
give it a 2.
I'll give it a 2, I guess. Xiaomon, your turn. Once per turn, when an effect plays one of your Digimon from sources, draw one.
That's now, I guess, the 5th Tama you can use in stuff like Aegistramon, because you're also going to be probably using the Bukamon that gives you a memory.
Yeah, I think I would always prefer memory.
Yeah, I was going to say, it depends on how you want to play it. Like, if you want to prefer the draw or prefer the memory, either way, you can now play 5 Tama.
Yeah.
I'll give it 3.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
I'm
BB
giving it a 2.
Your turn. Once per turn, when an effect places tamer cards as its Digimon sources, gain 1 memory.
So this deck has two different tamers, I think, that can mind link with it. So you're pretty much always gonna be doing this. So it is just basically 1 free memory. I don't think the deck's very good, obviously.
Yeah, it is a pulse mode deck.
I'm just gonna rate it based off just like the text on the card. I'm gonna give it like a 4.
Utility. It's utility in its own deck.
3. I'm gonna go 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 is
It's
a little
utility.
very much.
Yeah, its utility in its own deck is very high and it's very good. So I'm going with 3.
I'll give it.
Doesn't mean it's good though. Yeah.
Yeah, the deck itself sucks. This seems like a good card for it though.
Yeah.
Argomon. Opponent's turn. While this Digimon has Argomon, or while this Digimon is Argomon, it gains blocker.
This counters Fire Rocket.
Yeah, because they're never going to check it on your turn.
Yeah. That's okay.
Meh.
I'm gonna give it like a 2. No, I mean we're giving a Tama, just generic blocker as the inheritable.
We already have those, like Ukomon from BT17 does it.
Yeah.
I might give this a 2. I feel like you would much rather play the one that gives you memory at the beginning of your turn.
I was gonna say 2 or 3, but like it restricts you only playing that card. Like, it has to be that. So
I'm
I'll
fairly certain that if you're playing Argomon, you are playing Argomon.
Yeah, you're playing all the Argos.
Yeah.
I mean, I think another thing is we could have given it a better keyword. Like, imagine it gave like reboot or something like that.
I think it'd have to be reboot and blocker.
We can't give reboot to Tamas.
Yeah, chill
give
out, dude.
Give the level 6 blocker, but like give the Tama reboot.
Sumamon. On deletion, if this Digimon has the unidentified trait, gain 1 memory.
I just don't think we play this over the other ones.
Yeah. I like the one that you played in your list the other week. Is it Doraemon or no? It's the. What is it? It's when another Digimon is deleted if it has blocker, gain 1 memory, all turns.
Oh, the Sunamon? No.
Is it Koro?
Oh, gosh.
No, it's a black card.
No.
Yeah, we have a black Koro.
It's not.
Brian, you have your phone. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Look it up.
I like that one because with the the EX6 Dia, all of your tokens have blockers, so you can just block and then gain a memory off of it, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Is it the Kaki, whatever his name is?
Kyoko is the one where you draw a card if something unsuspends. It could be another Kyoko, though.
Yeah, I'll probably give this Sunamon like a 2.
Yeah, 1 or a 2 for me. You don't play this. Right? You should not play this, I should say.
Now, this is the new Balmon, so they can hit the other Balmon.
Yes, dude. Thank God.
Yeah, keep coping.
Balmon, your turn. Once per turn, when an effect places tamer cards as this Digimon sources, this Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with the SOC trait in your trash. Once per turn. So until they hit the old Balmon, this is going to be... I wouldn't even play this as your 5th Tama. I would just play 4 of the good Balmon. So this is a 1 for me.
Honestly. So we're looking for all turns, once per turn, when another Digimon is deleted with blocker, gain 1 memory?
Yeah, it's a black Tama.
Yeah. Doraemon, BT16.
Oh, it is Doraemon. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was one of the X-Antibody cards.
He's kind of hilarious looking, I'm not going to lie. He's like flying. He's jumping.
All right.
Here we go. Agumon, the best boy.
Agumon.
He's a goo.
A Gabagumon.
He's a Gabagumon.
He's a Gabagumon.
All right, so Evo's on top of Koro for 0. Oh, hold on 1 second.
5 out of 5.
So Evo's on top of Koromon for 0. Starting in main phase, if you have a Tamer with Taikami in its name, return 1 card with Gurumon, Greymon, or Omnimon in its name from your trash to the hand. Inheritable, end of your turn, this Digimon and one of your other Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand.
Okay, so I'm going to say this right off the rip.
4 out
When
of
we were
5.
doing the weekly reveals, I think me and Sean didn't understand what the Omnimon deck was.
Yes.
So with the hindsight
Oh,
of
I
knowing what that
understood.
deck does, no, you
Yeah,
didn't. Shut up.
I knew. Why'd you only say you and Sean then?
We're the only ones who cared about the Omnimon deck. We were hyped.
Yeah.
I
We were
love
ready.
Agumon.
We were
This is
ready
new.
for Ultra S2.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get what you're saying. But go ahead.
But instead, we got like what feels like a Gabu Rookie Rush deck with Agumon in it, and it's also like a zoo, Mega Zoo kind of thing. The deck actually works, and
Yeah.
I've seen it played, and because I know what the deck is doing now, I'm gonna give this Agumon a 3. If I did not have that hindsight, I'd probably give it a 1 or a 2.
I'm gonna give this. I guess I have to also give it a 3. The deck itself is really sick, though.
It's a 3. It's a 3, but because it's a Gabugumon, it's a 4.
Okay.
I mean, there's strawberries, guys. He's eating strawberries. He's being healthy. No, raspberries. He's being healthy.
Yeah, those are raspberries. I don't think there's a
fruit.
strawberry on the screen there.
He's got cherries, peaches, orange, pears, blueberries, grapes.
Yeah, he's being healthy, guys.
I guess
Just
so.
reward him.
Gilmon, your turn. Once per turn, when one of your Kalumon or Tamers with Takato Mitsuki and its name is played, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. If this effect didn't delete, gain 1 memory. Inheritable all turns while you have 0 or less memory, add 2000 to the maximum this Digimon's DP-based deletion effects can delete. This card's actually really good, but the fact that it mentions Kalumon is hilarious to me because I know people are going to be like, oh, you're supposed to play Kalumon in this. And they're going to water their deck down with Kalumons.
It is pretty cool being able to play the best Takuya for like 2 memory.
Yeah.
And then I know that Inheritable is going to get some people because they're just not going to understand its wording. Because it's worded so weird.
I think
why not just?
I think it's worded.
I feel like
good enough for me. I mean,
yeah. Well, yeah, okay, yes, but not for your average player.
I feel like if you are a Gallant player, you're going to understand Blitz is a mechanic, and that is when you were getting that is when 9 times out of 10 when you're blitzing.
No, it's gonna be when you're evoing into your guys.
Yeah.
Like Evo, a lot of them have on Evo delete X amount of DP.
Yeah.
Like Megidramon, and I think the new Megidramon that we're gonna get in like December also.
So
I'll give this a 3. I think this goes in the deck.
Yeah, it's a 3. But you guys need to stop and really look at it. This is now a 4 out of 5 because he's playing with a train.
Okay.
I'm in.
He's got a little toy train, therefore 4 out of 5.
Flamemon. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with a hybrid or 10 warriors trait, 1 tamer card with an inherited effect among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inheritable on deletion, you may play 1 tamer card with an inherited effect from your hand without paying the cost. It can evo on top of red or purple for 0.
So in red hybrid,
you play this in blue hybrid.
Yeah, in red hybrid, it is also generically better than a lot of the Flamemons you're going to be playing, except for the on play draw 1 or draw 2 by trashing 1. That one and this one are pretty neck and neck. But the fact this one has the BT7 inheritable to play any tamer with an inherited puts this one above the BT7 ones. This one's honestly cracked. And then, of course, as Chris was saying, people like this and the bird guy that draws a card so much that blue hybrid started running red base with Ukos. Clearly, they've never had double Digimon Emperor placed on them.
Yes.
I think this is like a 3 out of 5. I don't want to give it a 4, but I think it's good.
It's a really good searcher. It's a hard power creep of cards we've just gotten. Like, this is already a power crept version of BT7 plus BT12.
I would hope so. That you're talking about BT7.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have a lot of power creeped cards.
Yeah, BT14 Greymon support. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. Power creep sometimes doesn't exist.
Yeah. Sometimes they're afraid of it. I'll still give it a 3. I think the deck itself is stupid, but this card itself is just good.
I think it's a fair card. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, I think it's fair. Nothing on this card screams, I'm going to wombo combo you.
I guess that's fair.
Growlmon. When Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. If this effect didn't delete, the Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP for the turn. Inheritable, all turns. While you have 0 or less memory, add 2,000 to the maximum this Digimon DP-based deletion effects can delete. Also, forgot that this is all turns. Overlooked that. So, like, if you ace somebody, your maximum DP is higher.
Oh, yeah. Gallant's Crimson Ace.
Crimson mode.
That's going to be pretty nutty.
So that means if you have both of these guys under him, he's 19k, I believe.
Nice.
Here's my Magnamon. He's immune to that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. That's going to be the hardest thing to look past.
Its Inheritable is cool. I mean, its regular effect just is like whatever, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just couldn't imagine playing this over some of the other ones.
There's honestly not a lot of good Growlmons, though.
I mean, there's the one that plays the Dakuya for free.
That one kind of sucks, though, because it can only play the first one. After that, it's a vanilla card. Like, I only ever played 2 of it in my Gallant list. The best one, unironically, is not even a Growlmon card. It's a Black Growlmon.
Black Growlmon?
Yeah, the mill one.
Yes.
The mill one. So yeah, maybe you could like find some space for this.
I think 100% you could find room for this because like that's the weakest part of the line. I think is your level 4 slots.
Is the level 4s. Okay, I'll give it like a 3.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it a 3.
You know what? No, I mean I'm not too high. I don't think it's a 2.
Okay, I'll still give it a 3.
I'm still going 3. Yeah.
All right, Agunimon. Evo's on top of Takuya Kambara for 2 or Burning Greymon for 1. You may Digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your red tamers if that card is a level 3 Digimon. When Digivolving, if Burning Greymon is in this Digimon's sources, or if you have a blue or green Digimon or tamer, this Digimon may Digivolve into Ancient Greymon in the hand for a Digivolution cost of 3, ignoring its Digivolution requirement. If Digivolved by this effect, delete this Digimon at the end of the turn. Inheritable, your turn, this Digimon gets 2,000 DP.
So, this is the start of the good hybrid decks. The blue hybrid one, in my opinion, is better, but it's the same play. Yeah, it's the same play, just with different outcomes. Like with the Ancient Greymon play, you're going to be clearing a lot of security, and this is kind of how you do it. You're going to see once we read the Burning Greymon how this combo starts to come together, but it is very good for like the new version of Red Hybrid that's going to be going forward.
I'll give it like a 3.
As well. Yeah, 3. 3 for me as well.
Yeah, I'll do a 3 as well. All right. Burning Greymon. Evo's on top of Takuya for 2 or Agunimon for 1. You may Digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your red tamers as if that card is level 3 red Digimon. Has Raid, and when attacking, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the hybrid trait in the hand with a Digivolution cost reduced by 1. Your turn, this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP inheritable.
This is the other half of the combo. It is a 3, of course. Raid is going to be nice because the new Takuya does give piercing.
Remember when I called that?
3. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as soon as we saw this card, you were like, oh, it's going to have piercing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so smart. Good job, Sean.
Thank you. It's the only thing that made sense.
Yeah. Being able to Evo into either Aldemon for free when swinging, so you're guaranteed going to kill anything on the board with Raid, or doing the actual combo, which is swinging with him, Evoing into a Goonie, and then Evoing into the Ancient, because that's what the blue hybrid play is. It's really good. Yeah, I think the red hybrid variant isn't going to be nearly as strong, so it's a 3.
It's not as just blatantly broken as the blue version, seemingly.
Yeah, especially since blue going forward is going to have access to Jet Sylphie as well.
Yeah, good for
Pretty nutty.
War Growlmon. When Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. If this effect didn't delete, this Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn. Inheritable, all turns once per turn. When an effect deletes an opponent's Digimon, you may unsuspend this Digimon with Gallantmon in its name.
I will say, I love how it's all turns. I like how that inheritable is actually good.
Yeah, because I guess that, assuming you have a way to get blocker, which this guy has blocker, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not to mention your ace. If you ace somebody, you're just going to be able to unsuspend your...
Yeah, but like this guy gains blocker, so like you could do this guy, and then you could ace Evo into the Crimson mode, and then this guy would let you unsuspend them block with Crimson mode after like decimating their board.
Yeah, that's good.
Having said that, I don't know if you play this guy. You
I was
might.
about to ask.
The best War Groundmon we have is the purple red one or red purple. I can't remember which color's first.
The black one.
Yeah, it's not a black War Ground. It's just a War Groundmon.
Oh yeah, just a War Groundmon. Yeah.
The second best right now, in my opinion, is the BT12 War Growl. I could see you cutting maybe a couple copies to play some of this guy, but I don't know 100% if you would or not. I would have to throw a list together.
The problem I'm seeing with these cards is they are having to delete somebody. And if your opponent just has an open board, you get to have extra effects.
Yeah,
or if they have like a level 6 you can't kill yet.
It's the same way they structured most of the newer Gallantmon support, is like you get rewarded regardless if you delete something or not.
Right.
The old stuff was just like delete something and then maybe do this.
Because I mean, the problem with that is a lot of decks in these formats are going really wide, so you're realistically going to pop like one of their dudes, and if it's a Numa player, you better hope it doesn't float into something that's passing turn on you, or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a Numa player, I'll just hard slam a Crimson mode on him.
Yeah.
This is legitimately just a guy of 4 Soul Legs.
Dude, it's so good.
I'll give this a 3. This
3
may or may not. Actually,
I think this set is going to be mostly 3s, because it's generically a good set.
Yeah, it's just good archetype support. It's pretty solid. Aldemon, hand main by placing one Agunimon, one Burning Greymon from your trash under one of your Takuyas. Digivolve it into this card as if that card is a red level 4 Digimon for an Evo cost of 3. When Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. Inheritable, your turn while Digimon has the Hybrid or 10 Warriors trait. It doesn't activate security effects on option cards it checks.
That being said, this card is bad, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like a better... it's a power creep version of BT12 Aldemon, which you also were not playing.
Which was also a bad Aldemon.
Yeah.
Like, the fact it has the Inheritable, good. We like that. It gives you a 5th level 5 to play.
Yeah, I was going to say, would you not play this as like a 5th Aldemon target to like trash?
It gives you a 5th Aldemon target, that's it.
Because sometimes in certain matchups, like you need to see that Inheritable or you're just going to have a hard time.
Yes. So that's just your 5th target. Unfortunately, the BT7 Aldemon, look, a BT7 card, still being very good. It's still just the best Aldemon they've printed.
Yo, Evo into level 5 for 1 memory is always going to be broken. Like, that's so
and he's
powerful.
He's 12k by himself, too.
Yeah.
Like, this guy deletes something. He doesn't give himself DP.
True.
Like, if they just change that to give DP, I think it's a little better.
That is a good point. Yeah, that actually is not very good. That's, I would argue, kind of bad. Because, like, everything else gives you DP. Like, it's a level 4s. Some
Why
of them
are we suddenly,
pop something.
as a level 5, worried about deleting something in Red Hybrid?
Yeah. Interesting.
Back into 2.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2 as well.
It's carried by the Inheritable.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Inheritable.
The only reason you're playing this is to trash it off one of your effects to have it for your warp.
Yep. Or if you're desperate and you need, like, an extra swing and you have a Takuya and your trash is set up.
Yeah. War Greymon. Evo's on top of level 5 with Greymon in name for 3 memory. Otherwise, red for 3. On play / when Digivolving, activate one of the effects below. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 DP or less. Or one of your Gabumon may Digivolve into Metal Gurumon in the hand, ignoring its evolution requirements and without paying the cost. Inheritable. When attacking once per turn, this Digimon has Omnimon in its name. Trash the top card of your opponent's security stack.
When it says ignore Digivolution requirements, does that ignore color?
Yes. So you can Evo a different color Gabu.
Well, what I was thinking, hear me out,
or a different color
is you could hard play this dude with the tamer we're going to see later, evoing into the Blast Metal Garu to gain 3 additional memory off of that as well. Because that would be 2 memory off of the Tamer, and then 3 memory off the...
You would not be able to DNA into Omnimon. That Metal Garu is purple.
Does it specify color? I thought it just specified name.
Oh, you know what? I think you might be right. Let me look. God, we're going to have to skip ahead here, unfortunately.
Because I'm just thinking of things.
No, you are correct. You can do
specify...
that. I'm sorry.
Okay. I was about to say,
do that.
if it specified color, just do EX1. EX1 Metal Garu.
So yeah.
To gain memory off of that.
You could do that, trash 3 cards, gain 3 extra memory. The thing is you don't really have to, because
you don't have to,
if you
this deck
have...
is already good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if you already have the setup, this deck's already good. Like,
yeah. The 4 cost, the new Matt and Ty we're getting, or Ty and Matt, I forget which one's first, is going to gain you 2 memory.
Yeah. For every copy of it.
Yeah, every copy of it's going to gain you 2 additional memory whenever you do this play, as long as you trigger it during the right time.
Yeah. I love it. I love this Omni deck. Like, I slept on it so hard.
Same.
Until we were getting close to this coming out, and I actually watched gameplay of it, and I was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah. Illegitimately, like, they don't need anything else. Like,
yeah.
I'm really excited to play this. I'm also going to play Alter S and maybe some, like... I feel like you can combine them, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. Especially since it does ignore color, you don't mind that they're black.
Yeah, it sucks that these guys, him and the Metal Garu, specify Metal Garu and War Greymon specifically.
So you can't use Press or Blitz.
Yeah, if these effects just said ends in Greymon or ends in Garurumon, you'd 100%... I think they did that on purpose. They probably did.
Yeah. Because Blitz and Crest are for Alter, and then War and Metal are for Omni.
Yes, obviously, Chris. But I'm saying, like,
come on.
If you used his...
I'm saying lore accurate here.
If you could do this and warp into an Alter
sick.
S, yeah, it'd be super sick.
Now, you know what's really funny, too? Correct me if I'm wrong, Sean, but the Alter S doesn't specify names. It's just the color.
You could still use him and the metal to evo into Alter S.
And have a not once per turn trash as security, right?
It's once.
Blitz is not once per turn.
It's once per turn.
It is?
Mm-hmm. Nah, I think you forgot about this because we looked this up whenever we were like, oh, you can unsuspend? Is that once per turn? Yeah, and we immediately were like, it is.
Got him.
Yeah, but you could play Alter S in this deck, and you could just go into it. The only issue is if they out that, it doesn't float into anything. It will recover itself in your security. And I could see people playing some number of Alter S in this version because, like, the other Omnimon doesn't do anything special anyway either.
Yeah.
The issue is like I don't know if you'd be able to play like the Cress or Blitz in any number.
I mean, the Cress and Blitz are already generically pretty good because of their ability to either bot deck stuff, de-evo stuff, or evo your other stack.
Oh yeah, they are good.
Yeah. End of turn DNA as well.
Yeah. I'll give this a 3. I'm excited to play this deck, but...
That's where I was also at, was the 3.
Also 3, yeah. Really excited.
Same. Gallantmon. When digivolving / when attacking, not once per turn. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 DP or less. If this effect didn't delete, this Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP and gains blocker until the end of their turn. Your turn while you have 0 or less memory. This Digimon isn't affected by your opponent's effects. Super sick. This guy's immune to aces and security things, security options and whatnot, security effects.
Yeah, that's really good.
I remember a lot of people were
now the best Gallantmon we've gotten.
I think
because of its ability.
I think it's between this one and the BT13 Gallant.
I was going to say this one and the Royal Knight one.
Yeah. I love how people, when this card first got announced, were really pissed off that he just doesn't have blocker generically. But, like, that's okay.
He's basically always going to have blocker unless you blow something up.
Right. So it's like, even then, it's like, hey, you're getting to blow something up. Like, you're getting something out of this.
Yeah.
So, I like this card. I think it's a 4. Just being able to be unaffected by things.
Scary.
It's a pretty strong effect from what we've seen.
Hey, unfortunately, it's only for your
I think your headset died, Chris.
Hold on, I think my mic unplugged.
Okay, yeah, you're good. It sounded like you were like 20 feet away from the mic for a second.
Yeah, my mic unplugged. But yeah, being unaffected by your opponent's stuff is pretty good.
It's pretty
Yeah, we have
good.
seen that is quite the problem for some people to deal with.
Yeah, decks that are like 2 years old. Yeah, this is a 4 for me as well.
Oh my god, dude, certain people at our locals love Gallimon, and their whole big complaint is about Magna because he's unaffected by stuff. And now they're getting a card, and if they come back just to play this card, I'm gonna be like, yeah,
like, man, can't believe you're playing that. That's a BS card.
Yeah, I can't wait to just be like, oh, you're actually playing that? Anyway, you're dead.
Anyway, you're already dead.
Anyway.
Ancient Greymon. Oh,
it's a sick art.
So much to read. Has security attack +1. On play / when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon that has much or less DP as this Digimon.
He's going to be massive.
As less DP than this Digimon. Okay, I don't like the wording of that, but whatever. On deletion, return one Tamer card and one Digimon card with the hybrid trait from your trash to the hand. Then you may play one Tamer card from your hand without paying the cost. It also digicrosses -3 for with a Gunimon and Burning Greymon, so you can hard play this guy for 6 memory or whatever. The end.
Yeah, so you can hard play him to have him be basically a Gaia Force. And then, of course, the float. The float is the best thing about this combo because it allows you to just recycle the pieces to combo again.
Just do it again next turn. Yay!
Of course, as we're talking, this is better with blue hybrid, but it's still super generically unfair.
The fact that blue hybrid can literally kill you on turn 2 is so stupid.
Stupid.
Hey, you're dead. Cool. Game 2?
The Gallimon does what? Oh, yeah, sorry. You never got to play it against me.
Yeah, what? You're not evoing up into a mega? What are you, stupid?
Yeah.
I guess, is this a 4 or is this a 3?
I'm giving this one a 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 3.
For a fact the blue version is going to be way better, and that's probably going to be...
Well, I'm not giving it a 3 because of that. I just think it's an okay card. Like, it's... Like, when I think of red hybrid, I'm like, oh, it's killing you. This doesn't scream like, hey, I'm killing you.
I mean, it's security check +1, and then your Tamer also can give you security check +1.
Yeah, when you evo into this guy, he deletes himself with the end returns. Like, it just resets everything. It literally does the same thing that the blue hybrid version does.
Yeah,
blue does
you know
better.
What? Yeah, 4. Give it a 4.
Yeah.
It's a really good top end.
I agree.
Especially since that red hybrid deck can still play the old Ancient. Oof.
Gallantmon Crimson Mode Ace. Evo's on top of level 6 with Gallantmon in name for 4 memory. Otherwise, Evo's on top of red level 6s for 5. Hand counter Blast Evo, obviously. On play / when digivolving, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to 15,000 DP or less and delete them. When attacking, once per turn for every 10 cards in both players' trash the top card of your opponent's security stack.
Have you considered you're dead now?
So good.
The fact this guy is so stupidly good, I'm sad that red just kind of sucks and like you don't really get a chance to play this card. But this guy is absurd.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how it's just like, oh hey, I blast evo'd. It's a good thing all my inheritables are going to be increasing that DP threshold.
Sean, what's its trait?
It's a Holy Warrior. You can't play it in Royal Knights.
Yeah, I know. I kind of figured because you can't play the other one. I was like, maybe they were cool.
They would have had to do a rule on it.
Yeah, so lame. Gallamon's Royal Knight, but not Gallimon Crimson Mode? Ooh, whatever.
I do think that's kind of silly, but I mean, I guess it makes sense because like Merciful Mode's also not a Royal Knight.
Is Ultra-S a Royal Knight?
No, Ultra-S is not a Royal Knight.
Yeah. It's their base forms, Chris. Duh.
I'm stupid.
Ruin Mode's not a bloody Royal Knight. I mean...
Neither is any version of Shine Greymon.
Yeah.
That was a poor example.
Burst Mode ain't no Royal Knight.
Correct. Neither is any piece of the Shine Greymon line.
Everything you guys are saying is correct.
Dragon Mode and listen, Dragon Mode and Fighter Mode, they ain't Royal Knight.
Anyways, this
neither is Paladin Mode.
This card's a 5.
I agree.
Is that Gabumon? That Gabumon right next to it? That's not a Royal Knight.
All right, shut up, Brandon.
I agree. This is also a 5 for me. This card it's literally a Guy Force on legs, but you can also delete wide boards as well as tall boards.
Yeah, it's just like Jesmon, where
like
the Royal Knight Jesmon, where it's like choose any number of your opponent's Digimon that equal this. That's
you could legitimately just play this card as like an option card in your deck. Like you don't even have to put this in red decks. You're just like, hey, here's 8 memory. Clear your board. If you don't answer this guy, I'm probably gonna kill you on my next turn.
Oh, you're playing purple? Okay, well you're probably dead.
I mean, they probably can out this on their turn if they're playing purple, but if they don't, yeah, they in trouble.
Yeah, if they don't, that's when you flip impermanence and they can't touch it.
Okay.
I activate my trap card.
Yeah, I really like this card. I'm excited to use it and stuff.
Abumon's not as cute as Agumon.
Facts, dude. Look at his dumb little face. Look at it.
Oh.
His stupid little face. Eva's on top of Suna for 0, so you could play this in the Alter S version. I guess you can't Eva on top of it, obviously, so I don't know how good that would do you. Start your main phase. If you have a tamer with a Matt Ishida in its name, draw 1. Inheritable into your turn, you can DNA. Blah blah blah.
I'll give this the same as the Agumon. I'll just give it a 3.
Yeah, I also sit on 3. I do think this one is generically slightly better than the Agumon because this also is just generically good support for Garu.
Unfortunately,
whereas the Agumon can't really be used in a competitive Greymon deck.
Yeah, they keep giving us trash effects for like the Greymon line, but like we don't have a way to like turbo stuff into our trash. So like, why are you doing that?
Now, if they pulled a red hybrid and they made your new Greymon support going forward
like trash cards, yeah, like if they did that, then yeah, it would make sense. But like up to this point, we have, besides their opponent checking our security or our stacks dying, there's no way to get cards in our trash.
Yeah, and if your stack's dying, like 9 times out of 10, you're dead.
Yeah, you lost the game already if your stack gets outed.
Yeah, it's a 3. It's good.
I agree. Strabimon. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add a card with hybrid or 10 warrior trait and tamer card with inherited effect among them. Put the rest on the bottom of the deck. Inheritable when attacking once per turn. You may play 1 tamer card with an inherited effect from your hand with a play cost reduced by 2.
Okay, so
that's so much better than the red one.
Yes, I like this
so
one
stupid.
More. Yeah, I like this one more because it's a win attacking. You don't have to have your stack die.
Yeah,
so you're getting your tamer.
It's objectively better.
Irregardless.
Yeah, it's objectively better. That's so stupid.
I don't know why people play the red one. That's just the list I've always seen running around. No one plays the blue base.
It's the bird and the floodgates. That's why. You get Ukomon, the Tamas, the Koromon, the bird, where when a red player or when a red Digimon attacks a player, draw 1. So it's a draw 2 engine. That's why you're playing the red base. The thing is, I'm not playing that red base. I know people at our locals are playing Digimon Emperor, and I'm not playing into that.
The red base does straight up just get cucked real hard by 2 Digimon Emperors on the field because they just can never promote from their breeding area.
Promote, period. Yeah. Game's over. So with this Strabimon, you can combo this really easily with a lot of really good cards in this upcoming set.
I'm going to give this a 4. This inheritable is so much better than the on deletion.
Yeah. Playing the 4 cost for 2 or just playing the 3 cost for 1 is nuts.
Yeah, because this like if you don't answer this, assuming this stack doesn't like delete itself at the end of your turn or whatever, if you don't answer this immediately, they just get to play even more. Like they get even more value out of it the next turn, assuming they don't just kill you. But
they're just gonna keep going. Yeah, I love that guy. Too bad he looks like a Sonic fanfic character.
I kind of like this art. I'm feeling this art. It reminds me of a Pokemon card actually with the art.
Ooh, you know what? I see that. I see the I was
thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Here, E, you're a Sonic fan. Let me know what you think.
Do I need to scroll, or are you showing her on your phone?
No, yeah, I got
okay,
it.
All right.
Remember, I always go through with you.
That's right, I forgot. Labramon. On pay, by pacing 1 Caesarmon or blue level 3 Digimon card from your hand as Digimon's bottom source, draw 1. Inheritable when attacking once per turn. The Digimon has jamming, gain 1 memory.
Do we even need to talk about it? It starts like a 2 or a 1.
That's cards are 1, sucks. 2. Lobomon. Eves on top of Koji for 2 or Kendo for 1. You may digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your yellow tamers as if that card is a level 3 yellow Digimon. When digivolving, if Kendo is in the sources, or if you have a black or purple Digimon or tameless Digimon, may digivolve into Ancient in your hand for a digivolution cost of 3, ignoring its digivolution requirements. If digivolved by this effect, delete this Digimon at the end of the turn. When attacking, if you have inheritable. When attacking, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1, not once per turn.
So, obviously, this is almost
4.
exactly... Yeah, this is almost exactly what the red does, but this one does it better.
Except for better.
Yeah, because the inheritable not being once per turn, pretty nutty. I don't know if this deck does unsuspending, but you could probably find ways to do it, like the old ancient unsuspends.
I don't know if you play that. I think the Kendo unsuspends, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I don't think the ancient unsuspends. He bounces a security back.
I could have sworn there was some kind of way to unsuspend in this. Is it the Tamer, maybe?
I don't think so. But the thing is, what's really cool about the effect of being able to draw is now you can use your Tuck Koji effect and actually refill those resources again.
Oh,
that was one of the big problems with old Koji.
Well, that old Kendo, or not Kendo, but
Magna.
The old ancient.
Yeah, the old Magna Gurumon would unsuspend.
Yeah.
Oh, old Magna. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You can run. Now that card actually may see some play. I doubt it, but...
I doubt it.
Yeah. This is clearly, like, it's targeted support for, like, that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a 4.
4?
Really good.
4.
Yeah. Alright, and then we got Kendo Gurumon. Evils on top of Koji for 2 or Lobomon for 1. Also evils on top of Yellow Tamers. When attacking, draw 1. When attacking, the Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with the hybrid trait in the hand with the Evo cost reduced by 1. Inheritable when attacking. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1, not once per turn.
Yeah, so just Evo into Jet Sylphie for free. Or do the whole Ancient Garu combo.
Draw a card and then Evo into Jet Sylphie for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, I would give this a 4 as well.
Easy 4. So good.
Caesarmon on play / when digivolving by placing a blue level 3 Digimon card from the hand as Digimon's bottom source. One of your Digimon gains jamming for the turn, inheritable jamming. I'll give it a 2 just because it gives you inheritable jamming, but like there's better cards at play that do that.
Yeah. Especially if you're playing like Gao. You're just gonna play the level 4 Gao.
Yeah. Yeah, that card's I don't know what they're doing with those 2 cards.
Oh hey, this guy again.
Cerberusmon Werewolf mode. Evo's on top of Cerberusmon for 1. Otherwise, Evo's for 4 memory on blue or purple. When digivolving, you may play 1 blue or purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash or from one of your Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. At the next end of your opponent's turn, return that Digimon to the hand. Inheritable all turns once per turn. When an effect plays one of your Digimon, return one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to the hand. Rule trait has Dark Animal type.
Oh hey, so you can use that with Luga. That's funny.
You can play this in Luga.
I don't do it.
Yeah, I don't think you would, but that is interesting.
I'll give it a 2 or a 3.
What the hell is this played in?
Yeah,
Cerberus. 2.
It's not a deck.
It is a deck. It's does
literally
stuff.
Not. It's not. That is not a deck. That is not a full-fledged archetype.
There are stuff and it happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 2 because I legitimately don't know what this is played in.
Yeah.
Like the effects seem okay. I just like, what the hell do you put this in?
Yeah.
Beowulf, hand main by placing 1 Lobomon and 1 Kendo from your trash under one of your Kojis. Evo this card into, or digivolve it into this card as if it's a blue level 4 Digimon for an Evo cost of 3. When digivolving, by returning 1 card with the hybrid trait from this Digimon's sources to the hand, one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't suspend until the end of their turn. Inheritable when attacking once per turn. If the Digimon has the hybrid or Tin Warriors trait, return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the hand.
Now, I do like this way more than the Aldemon. For one, it's the first time we are now able to recycle trash in Blue Hybrid, which is very good, because what you're going to do is you're going to tuck 2 of them, go onto the Koji, and then rip it back to your hand when you're doing the when digivolving.
How are you recycling from the trash, though?
His effect. He grabs from trash.
Did I misread him?
Yeah. No, he goes
from your trash. My bad. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah. So he's already better than the Aldemon because you're going to be able to recycle parts already.
Yes.
Like, you're already wanting to recycle parts, and now this is recycling even more parts.
Yeah. Also, I do want to mention, I almost forgot this. This guy is a yellow warrior, and so is this Lobomon. So you can play them in Lord Nightmon.
Lord Nightmon.
You can
Wait,
just
I
play
thought it was
both.
Dark Nightmon now.
Shut up! You shut your dirty mouth.
I'm gonna give him.
He's a 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say a 3. He's not a 4, but he's definitely a 3. Because Brandon, you still play the old Beowulf 2, right? The one that digivolves for 1.
But I think I would play maybe. I don't know how I feel about my ratios yet. I haven't physically tested it yet.
I feel
But
like
this guy's either going to be a 2 or a 1 of.
I was gonna say I feel like it would be 4 Beos, 1 Jet, and then like 2 of these.
Well, I would probably only run 5 level 5s, and it would
Only
probably
5.
be 2 of each Beos and 1 Jet. Because this deck doesn't need level 5s.
That's true. I mean, you really only need to do it like twice.
I might even cut it down to 4 level 5s, 1 Jet, 3 Beos, and just see which Beo I like more.
Okay. All right, Metal Garurumon.
He's on top of level 5 with Guru in name for 3 memory. Otherwise, blue level 5s for 3. When this card would be played, I forgot that effect. I skipped over that effect of the Wargreymon. When this card would be played, if you have a Tamer with Taikami in its name, reduce the play cost by 3.
Oh yeah,
they're both 8 drops. I apologize. And then the Metal Garu, when it's played, if you have a Tamer with Madashida in its name, reduce play cost by 3. On play / when evolving, activate one of the effects below. One of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't suspend until the end of their turn, or one of your Agumon may digivolve into Wargreymon in the hand, ignoring its Digivolution requirements and without paying the cost. Inheritable, when attacking once per turn, this Digimon has Omnimon in its name, unsuspend this Digimon.
Now, I do see the deck playing this, but I also see the deck playing a lot of BT17 Metal Garu, because its stun effect is better, and it has evade, and it can unsuspend. So if your opponent doesn't deal with it, you can swing with it a couple times, and then just DNA into Omni, and then swing even more.
I think you probably play some number of both of the Warp ones, but the issue is, I think you have to max out both of these, because these guys 100%. Are what allow you to like wombo combo.
Yeah, I think if you ran the BT14 and BT15, you'd probably be running 2, like
2 and
1.
2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this is a really good card.
Yeah, the entire combo itself, if you have just one of the new Tamer in play, is actually it's 6 memory.
Yeah.
To go from a rookie into an Omnimon and attack your opponent.
Especially since we're going to get to more cards later, like a certain secret rare, that help you recycle and do more things unfairly even quicker.
Yeah, so. Like if you have any more of those Tamers in play, each one of those Tamers is an additional 2 memory taken off the combo. Yep. So like if you have 2 or 3 of them set out, like you might not even pass turn.
That's not even including the option card.
Yeah, true.
I'll give it a 3.
I'll give it a 3 as well.
3 as well.
The deck overall is really strong, but like there's no one piece it's like, oh, this is like super broken.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's the
Ancient Garu.
Here comes your boy.
Here it comes.
On play / when digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon at the lowest level to the hand. Your turn once per turn. When effect adds cards to your or your opponent's hand, your opponent adds the top card of that security stack to the hand. On deletion, you may return 1 Tamer card and 1 Digimon card with a hybrid trait from your trash to the hand. You may play 1 Tamer card from your hand without paying the cost. You can Digicross this guy with Lobomon and Kendo -3 apiece.
Yep. So this guy's a 5.
So unbelievably dumb. This is Mirage on steroids.
Yeah, this is Mirage, but if you
Mirage
it recycles itself.
Mirage gets dropped for this deck.
Yeah. I think. Well, it doesn't recycle itself. It recycles its pieces to go into another one of it.
Yeah, this is literally souped up and turboed Mirage.
Yeah.
Mirage at least has to do like one or the other. This guy's like, bounce one of your guys and then also add a card to your hand from your security.
Oh, you didn't have anything on the board? Sorry, but my inheritable says I draw a card.
Yeah.
Put it back in your hand.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what you do. There's no way to play around this. It's so stupid.
Yep. No, this card's busted.
Yeah, this card's a 5. This card is the reason why this deck is super ignorant. This is the card that breaks the deck.
Yep. Which is why I say I don't even think you play the old Ancient, because that card is just generically so much better.
I agree. Yeah, I don't think you do.
Like the Ancient Gray is better at removal because of its generic just Gaia Force potential when hard dropping it.
Mhm.
But this card is just straight up, I'm killing you, the game's over.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
Agreed. Hey, another Agumon. I'll take it.
Too bad he's bad.
So this is our Shine support, reminiscent of BT14 Greymon support.
They missed the mark.
When attacking, by suspending one of your yellow tamers, draw one. Inheritable is your turn. All of your opponent's security Digimon get minus 3,000 DP.
But Sean, you could like...
That's what we needed for the deck.
You could suspend your Marcus and Evo for +1. Because you get a draw card. So it's a +1.
No.
Good. It's a good card. It's a good play, Sean.
This card's a 1.
It's like a 2.
This is a 1. This is never sniffing a Shine Greymon deck that I'm building personally.
It's a 1 +1 because it's Agumon, so it's 2.
Anyways, Pulsemon evens on top of BBmon for 0, otherwise green or yellow for 1. Start your main phase by placing one Leon Alexander from your hand as Digimon's bottom source. If you have 3 or more security cards, gain 1 memory. If you have 2 or fewer security cards, recover +1. If you have exactly... Oh, never mind. This is... Okay, they made it to where you can't trigger both effects.
Oh.
Unfort. Inheritable all turns. While this Digimon has Pulsemon in its text, it gets 1,000 DP.
At least the start of the effect is actually...
yeah. I was going to say, you get your Tamer for free. Like, that's always going to be good.
For -1 memory, actually. -2 memory if you do it early enough.
Yeah. So, really again, I don't think the deck's good, but just like if you put this on, like, let's say like an Agumon, like just tuck your tie underneath this for free, or you put this like under any other card in a good archetype, you're like, this is 5 out of 5. But its inheritable is kind of weak.
I mean, we already have a card that does that. It's called Lugamon, and it does it to 80.
Yeah, exactly. Look, Lugamon's fantastic. So I'll give this like a 4.
I'll give this a 3. This is really good for its archetype. Its archetype is bad.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
I just like the free resources.
I mean, it's
free resources also.
Yo, this card's super good. But let's think back to a card that also lets you tuck tamers from hand. I believe it's called Lugamon.
Yeah, that's what Brian just said.
What does that deck do? Does that deck just kill you? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
What does this deck do?
Did Japan
touches itself for like no win condition?
Yeah, did Japan find a way to OTK you turn 2 with Lugamon in this new set? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you could literally promote a rookie and Evo up into level 7 without passing turn. Well, technically you would be passing turn, but not really.
But not really.
Not really.
It's our turn now.
Yeah, it's officially our turn. Renamon, on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck.
Support.
Add a Digimon card with Cubimon, Talmon, or Security in its name, and 1 Rika, or 1 option card with a cost of 2 or more among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inheritable, your turn once per turn. When you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -1 until the end of their turn.
Imagine being a deck that has to have a searcher that has to search 3 distinct things. You have to find your line, your tamer, and your option.
That's been the biggest issue for this deck. It's
this deck.
It's like All Force, but you need to search an additional type of card, and you don't even have an actual win condition. Like All Force can it can wombo combo OTK you. This deck just like does stuff without killing you.
The cope that people think this deck is going to ever do anything if it keeps being built like this.
Yeah, Bandai needs to go back to the drawing board and just figure out how to structure this archetype to where it's not reliant on its tamer and option cards.
I get the whole plug-in thing. That was her thing. She's the Digimon card player. But move on. Do something new.
I will say for the archetype, this is probably one of the best cards I've ever printed for it because it does search everything, and that was one of the big issues.
17 plus sets in, it's too late.
The previous searchers all bottom decked one or the other of the things you would be looking for. This guy searches everything. I'll give this a 3.
That's what I was thinking. It was 3.
In spite of its archetype being horrendously bad.
I'm just tired of it.
Yeah. Cubimon. When Digivolving, if you don't have Rika in play, you may play one without paying the cost. No benefit if you already have one. Cool. Your turn once per turn. Inheritable. When you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -1 until the end of their turn.
Alright, so it's basically a vanilla if you already have the tamer.
Yeah, I'm surprised this doesn't have an additional effect if you already have one in play. We've already seen them do stuff like that with like the Garurumon.
Yeah. Like, imagine if you already had it in play, you could instead recycle a plugin.
I would accept just gaining a memory or drawing a card. Like, I think either would be like fine. The fact that this becomes
like a 2.
Yeah, this is a 1 or a 2 for me. I'm not even sure if you'd play this.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going 1. The fact that it's borderline vanilla after, like, turn 2.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to want to play that Rika as soon as possible, so...
Yeah. It reminds me of the BT12 Growlmon, where you're like, okay, well, I want to have one of these in play, like, immediately, so, like, I can't even... you can't Evo this in Raising, because it doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything. It's a vanilla, yeah.
Geogramon, cool. When attacking, by suspending one of your yellow tamers, this Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP for the turn. Inheritable, your turn, all of your opponent's security Digimon get minus 3,000 DP. 1. Card sucks. Moving on. Bulkmon. Evo's on top of Pulsemon for 2, otherwise yellow or green for 3 memory. When Digivolving, if you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP for the turn. If you have 3 or fewer, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. If you have exactly 3, you do both. All turns once per turn when a card is trashed from your security stack. If Leon is in this Digimon's sources, recover +1. Inheritable, all turns while this Digimon has Pulsemon in its text, it gets 1,000 DP.
Okay.
I'll give it like a 3.
Yeah. It's okay for the deck. The all turns effect, I get what they were going for with the if a card is trashed, but why not just say if a card is removed?
Because remember, you gotta like...
It would actually be good.
It's because I think his own effects are doing that. Like, so it's supposed to be based off your own effects. Like, your line doing it.
Well, like, you could have this guy on the board and have Leon underneath him, and then have like a little pseudo Angelomon Ace. Oh, you removed a card from my security? Recover.
Yeah. Or you could play like BT1 TK.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I would like that better, Brandon, as well, because like
I agree. It'd be
Pulsemon's not gonna do anything. You might as well just
we're at BT17, guys. Just let's bring it up a bit. Yeah. Like we just read Ancient Garu, Lobo, and Kendo.
Yeah, we just read Kill You on turn 2 legitimately confirmed kill. There's no way to play around it, and then we get this stuff.
I just want more from it.
Yeah, I'll give this a 2, I guess. The effects seem okay. The deck sucks, though.
I think I'm just going to be annoyed if somebody plays that against me.
Yeah, mostly. Because you have to read their stuff just to make sure you're playing around stuff, but you know, like, you're just wasting your time.
Yeah, for real. I just want to go Oonga Boonga kill you.
Talmon. When Digivolving, you may use one option card with a plugin in its name or that's yellow from your hand with the cost reduced by 2. Has barrier.
Oh, there you go.
Inheritable when attacking once per turn. Digimon has Kuyumon in this name and may use one option card with plugin in this name or that's yellow from your hand with the cost reduced by 2.
I mean, at least it plays any yellow option.
I do appreciate that they're doing that to where like you could also just play cards that aren't plug-in specifically.
Right.
Why not make the Kuyumon deck do what?
What?
Chris's eyes look like they were closed.
Well, that's just how his face is.
Okay.
Why not make the Sakuamon deck like Three Musketeers, where you're trying to build almost like a pseudo security control type deck? So
that'd be really cool if they introduced a security control archetype. People would probably rage, but I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, as a red hybrid player, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, like you still lose to certain matchups.
Yeah. Well, like, imagine if they got their own archetype-specific version of, like, Reinforced Memory Boost.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
I give this, like, a 3. I think it's the best of the 3 of them so far by far.
I would say the Renamon.
No, the Renamon's really good.
Better.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 3.
I would give it a 3
I don't know enough. Yeah, I don't know enough about the archetype to know if there's another Talmon that's just generically straight up better or worse.
I think this is probably one of the best ones they've had printed, but I'm also not super familiar with most of their cards. But like, there can't be more than one that beat this out.
Yeah,
Right.
it reads good. We'll say that.
Boutmon, more Pulsemon cards, cool. Eagles on top of level 4 with Pulsemon in its text for 3 memory. All turns once per turn, the Digimon would leave the battle area by an opponent's effect. By trashing the top card of your security stack, prevent it from leaving. All turns once per turn, when an effect trashes cards from your security stack, the Digimon with Leon in its sources may digivolve into a Digimon card with Pulsemon in its text in the hand without paying the cost. Inheritable, end of attack once per turn, the Digimon has Pulsemon in its text by trashing the top card of your security stack. Unsuspend this Digimon.
Am I the only one who gets tired of having to read all the Pulsemon cards? Because they always have a paragraph and a half.
No, I am also extremely tired of reading these cards.
I'm gonna give it like a 3.
I'll give it a 3. The effects seem strong. The issue is the archetype sucks.
Yeah, like I like the idea of if you attempt to remove it, it lets you go into your level 6. That seems strong.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the level 6 doing after that, though?
I feel like you play Shroudmon as a top end in this.
Yeah, you play Shroudmon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No,
and Shroudmon has the same effect as this guy, I'm pretty sure, the all turns when it would leave the battle area.
Yeah.
So he might be sticky icky, unless you DP reduce him and you just laugh.
Have you heard of rules?
Yeah, have you heard of rules processing? Rise Greymon, is this also garbage? I can't remember if like it was borderline playable.
I think it was better than the other two.
It is. They slowly get better and better as you like go up the line, but they start off hot garbage.
Guys, I mean, if this guy doesn't play a tamer, it's already not worth it.
He doesn't. He's not playable, yeah. I think the only thing that makes him borderline playable is his inheritable, but you already have this effect in multiple other better cards.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Your turn, while you have a suspended tamer, the Digimon gets 3,000 DP and gains piercing. Cool, I guess. When evolving / when attacking by suspending one of your yellow tamers, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP for the turn. Inheritable, all turns once per turn. When one of your yellow or red tamers is deleted, place one Marcus Damon from the trash on top of your security stack. I like how it says from the trash and not your trash. It'd be funny if like you for some reason in the mirror you like take their Marcus out of their trash.
Now, can we talk about how? Yeah, this is easily like a 2 or a 1 for me. Can we talk about how he only negs 3k DP?
Yeah,
isn't there a level 5 that just says nuke your board because I have a lot of Marcus on the board?
The Rise X. The Rise X is a single targeting though.
Yeah, it's one card.
He's still better than this guy.
We don't need to talk about this disappointing card.
Yeah, that's a
Let's go to the next disappointing card.
The art in this, I will say, is really nice looking.
10 out of 10.
So this is Sakuyamon. Eagles on top of Sakuyamon Maid Mode for 1 memory. Has Barrier. When digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP for the turn. Then you may use one option card with plugin in its name or one yellow option card with a cost of 5 or less from your hand without paying the cost. Your turn, once per turn, when you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, the Digimon can't be returned to the hand or deck by your opponent's effects until the end of their turn.
Cool, I guess.
Trying to think of some really good 5-cost yellow options.
Blast Fire.
Okay. I mean, unironically, that actually would out a lot of things because you minus 6k on it, and then you're like, okay, your original DP's 3. Get wrecked, idiot.
You die.
I mean, the reason why Sunrise Buster is a card name. The reason why that card was originally limited is because of Yellow Hybrid playing Maid Mode, where you just spammed it.
I thought it was just straight up for cross.
No,
that too.
It wasn't.
It was a double hit.
It was Yellow Hybrid because they would Maid Mode, play it for free, play a tamer, blow something up, and then recover it into the security with the Maid Mode effect. And then if you checked it, it got to do it again.
Oh, okay.
It was 100% that deck.
Yeah.
Like Cross abused it too, but it wasn't like game breaking.
Yeah, Cross could just activate it, but the Yellow Hybrid could play it and then force you to play through it in their security as well.
This card's pretty cool. I'm gonna give it I want to say 4, but only because of its art. Like, it's actually a 3, but I want to give it an extra point because it just looks really cool.
Seeing as I gave Ancient Greymon a 4, I'm giving this a 3.
I would give this a 3. The art does not sway me when rating cards.
It's a 3 and then a bonus point for the art.
Yeah, we know where that bonus point's coming from.
Yeah, bonus. Yeah, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. Shine Greymon. This is actually the first of the playable Shine Greymon cards. When Digivolve, you may play one Marcus Damon from your hand without paying the cost. Cool.
Wow, our level 5s used to do that.
Yeah. All turns once per turn when this Digimon would leave the battle area by an opponent's effect by returning one of your yellow tamers to the hand, prevent it from leaving. And then it only evos for 3 on top of yellow level 5s. It does not have alternate evo conditions.
Yeah, but are you going to want to play this instead of the other ones?
So,
if you're specifically trying to use the card that's coming up here in a bit,
yeah,
it's one of the best ways to confirm it on the board.
Yeah, if you are playing the option card, which is also in this set, you would probably play this guy in some number.
Yeah. So you'd probably be playing old burst mode, like style deck, but with this as your new top end.
Maybe.
Well, I don't think you max out on it.
Yeah, so it depends on how you want to build it. Like Brandon said, this is playable if you want to build it a certain way, though.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It's at least usable.
Yeah,
I'll give it a 3. 3.
I guess I'll give it a 3.
Because I know for a fact the card upcoming is just going to be.
Yeah, the burst one's the best card.
Yeah.
Until then, we have to read another paragraph and a half.
Yep, Kazuchimon, cool.
Jesus Christ.
When Digivolve and suspend one of your
How could you have
opponents.
so much text and just not be good?
Just be bad. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if Leon is in this Digimon sources, all of your opponent's Digimon gain security attack -1 until the end of their turn. End of your turn, once per turn. If you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -6,000 DP for the turn. If you have 3 or fewer, recover +1. Then one of your Digimon may attack an opponent's Digimon. Inheritable, all turns once per turn. When a card is removed from your security stack, this Digimon has Fenrir Lugumon in its name. One of your opponent's Digimon gets -8,000 DP for the turn.
The inheritable is the only reason this card's even played.
Do you have to?
It's not even because it's good.
Do you have to play this guy in the Lugumon deck now?
If you want to do the mode, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess this
I think
guy's.
you only play it. I think you only play it like 2.
Yeah, this guy's
Don't give him a 3. That card's trash.
He is a 2. He's only played because another deck in this set
has to play him.
It literally enables a broken top end for a completely different archetype. That's the only reason I want to give it a 3, but I guess I'll give it a 2 because the level 7 is the only reason you play
That
this.
has nothing to do with him.
You
You just have to play him for his name. That's it.
He's a brick. You have to play in a different archetype. So he's a 1. You got me. He's a 1.
Yeah, I mean, he's honestly your discard target. Like, if you activate Analog and this card gets revealed, you're popping off because you're not adding it to your hand.
I mean, assuming you don't have 2 other Digimon, like if you don't have 2 other Digimon that you reveal and you have to add this to your hand, I think you'd you don't want to Kermit slip and slide.
Damn. All right, to actual good card.
All right, let's go. Shine Greymon Burst Mode Ace.
God, this card's gonna be awesome in person.
So lit. Digivolves on top of Shine Greymon for 4 memory. Otherwise, yellow level 6s for 5. Obviously, hand counter Blast Evo. On play / when Digivolving, you may play 1 Tamer card from your hand without paying the cost. Then for the turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -5,000 DP for each of your Tamers. Notice neither of those are color specific. When attacking, by suspending up to 2 of your yellow Tamers, for every Tamer this effect suspended, this Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn.
Yeah, if you're like Sean, watch out for Magnavax players. Because they may or may not be playing this going forward.
Yeah, dude.
The best part is, it doesn't... Oh, I dropped my phone. It doesn't even specify the Tamer has to be suspended. So your BT1 TKs are also being counted in this. Because, I mean, like 9 times out of 10, your Tamers have to be suspended to get, like, the full value out of your DP neg. This one just counts them if they're on the board.
Yes. This guy's basically like a guaranteed kill on any level 7 or lower if you have a Magna on the field and 2 Tamers already in play.
Yep. Very good, very good. That is a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, this is a 5 for me. Because you can also just lethal people with this card. Because you can swing with Magna for 1 check, unsuspend, And then it gains immunity and all that stuff, gains 3000 DP. And then if you just pop a memory boost, go to 5, assuming you had a memory setter. Evo into this guy for 5. Swing again. Suspend 2 tamers. Check 3 more security. They have 1 security at that point. So like if your Magna had swung twice or swung once on a previous turn or something, you have a rookie, you just kill them. It's convoluted, but it gives you a win condition with Magnavax.
And now you can't swing at him, so...
Yeah, now you can't swing at me with your stupid Mirage that's unblockable, because I'm just going to blow it up.
Jackset said, oh, I don't want to deal with the Magna. I'm going to ignore it. Can't ignore it anymore.
Yeah. I will force you to acknowledge me.
Alright, we should be able to go through green pretty quick.
Yeah, Argomon says Argomon, so it probably sucks. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Argomon and 1 Rhythm among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inheritable on deletion, gain 1 memory.
Are you sure you didn't accidentally pull up BT5?
Unfortunately.
So that's like a BT5 effect.
2?
Yeah, that's what I gave it was a 2.
Terriermon.
Generic searcher is generic.
Your turn, once per turn. When an effect plays one of your Terriermon, Lopmon, or Green Tamer, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Inheritable all turns while the Digimon is suspended, it gets 1000 DP. I don't think you play this card.
Nah, there's better Terriermons. This is a 2.
Yeah, I think you play like you max out on like the Searchers, and then the one that lets you play Tamers or Lopmons for free, or 1 less memory or whatever.
I agree. This card's probably not seeing
Or
play.
2 less memory. Yeah.
Oh, this is the card. This is the archetype that certain people at our locals are waiting on.
I'll give this a 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
Morphomon. Your turn when this Digimon would Digivolve into Eosmon. Reduce the cost by 1. Wow, broken. Inheritable. Your turn once per turn. One of your other Eosmon has played this Digimon by Digivolve into Eosmon in your hand with the Evo cost reduced by 3.
I can't wait for somebody to explain to me for 5 minutes why that's actually broken.
I'll give it a 2.
I'll give it a 1. It's a 1.
It's so... The fact that archetype is hot garbage, and this is the support they give it, and they're like, yeah, this is good, right? Reduces it by 1.
It's playable now, right?
Every time I pull this card, I'm gonna be pissed.
It's a rare too. It's gonna be a shiny card.
God.
Yeah, I'll give it a 1 as well. Like
It's a rare. I'm gonna be pissed if I pull this.
This is taking up a slot for my Agumon, my Gabumon, my Wargreymon, and my Metalgaru. I hate it.
Yeah, this is piss poor support for a deck that desperately needs actual support in order to even be playable.
If you like this deck, your parents didn't love you enough growing up.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Argomon. Aves on top of Argo for 2 memory, otherwise green or purple for 3. When Digivolving, if you don't have Rhythm, you may play 1 Rhythm from your hand without paying the cost. Inheritable on deletion, gain 1 memory.
Bro, I was joking about the BT5. This just reads like BT5 support.
I'll give it a 2 as well. The fact that Rhythm actually just sucks, like the Tamer itself is a joke, is like whatever.
I'm a 1. I don't care. This is a back filler for me.
I mean, that's true. I mean, if you're not playing Argomon,
I told you all this green is bad. We can go through this real quick.
Yeah, Gargomon on deletion. You may play 1 Terriermon from your trash without paying the cost. Inheritable
1.
all turns while Digimon is suspended. It gets 1000 DP.
Yeah, 1. Imagine being a worse version of Typhoon.
You can play this in the Cherubimon like Alliance deck. I think that's what it's for, because you can delete your own stuff with their effects. Having said that, that's basically a worse version of what you could build with the Terriermon bottom end. So I'll give this a 2. Because this also requires you to have setup already.
Yeah.
Parrotmon, security. At the end of the battle, if you don't have a Digimon, play this card without paying the cost. Okay. On play / when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Inheritable, all turns once per turn. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, you may suspend this Digimon.
2.
Yeah, remember when they printed Zwart Defeat like 3 years before this card?
For real.
Level 7 with no stipulation.
We're finally getting Parrotmon, and it's this. You know what? For my even extreme disappointment, I'm giving it a 1.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Don't understand why they felt the need to have the stipulation in here. Like, it's going to be game breaking to play level 5 for free. That would have actually been a really good effect.
Yep.
But they're just like, hey, man, if you have something in play already, this just goes to trash. You suck. I'll give this
imagine being a rare as well too.
Oh, it is a rare.
Oh my god.
Argomon. Eve's on top of Argomon for 4 memory. This is a level 5. Keep in mind.
Jesus.
Otherwise, purple or green level 4 for 5 memory.
Oh my god.
When digivolving into this card by suspending up to 5 tamers, yours or your opponent's. For each tamer suspended by this effect, reduce the Evo cost by 1. I guess that makes up for the fact that this thing costs...
Oh, you know what?
Tamers.
Hold on, Sean. If you remember, didn't we think that the level 6 for this deck was actually kind of good? We did card reveals?
We'll have to reread it.
Okay.
Opponent's turn. None of your opponent's Digimon can unsuspend. On deletion, if you have 4 or more Argomon in the trash, you may play 1 level 6 Argomon from your hand without paying the cost. Inheritable when attacking once per turn by suspending 1 of your rhythm, unsuspend this Digimon.
Yeah. This is like the best card out of all of them so far. I'll give it like a 3.
It's kind of funny how this like low-key counters the hybrid decks.
Yes and no.
I mean, you just hard drop some dude to immediately out it, but
yeah, I'll give this
ancient and just kill it.
This is between a 2 or a 3 to me. The fact that if you play against a deck that doesn't have tamers and doesn't rely on them and can just not play tamers,
it might as well be a vanilla.
Yeah, this guy is going to cost a bunch of memory to come down, and then he's not really going to be doing a whole lot to your opponent.
The only thing you're going for at that point is on deletion, which is on deletion and is inheritable.
Yeah.
Which they're okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll give him a 3.
Yeah, he's the best of the Argo so far. I'm giving him a 3.
So far. Antilamon. He was on top of Terurumon or Wendigo for 3 memory. Has Alliance. When digivolving, you may play 1 green or yellow level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. Inheritable end of attack once per turn by deleting 1 of your other suspended Digimon. You may play 1 level 3 Digimon card with the Beast trait from your trash without paying the cost.
Okay.
It's like a 3.
Oh, you just disappeared again. Why are you so far?
You unplugged your earbuds or whatever, your headphones. I'll agree with Chris. I'll give this a 3 as well. You can play.
My God, now wasn't even unplugged.
Oh, that's weird because it sounded like it was unplugged.
Strange.
Yeah, this is a 3. You play it, or you can play it in the Alliance version.
Yep.
It is at least playable.
Yeah. Parasitemon, hand main by paying 4 memory and placing this card as the bottom source of 1 of your level 5 or higher Digimon. You may suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon and attack an opponent's Digimon with the Digimon this card was placed under. Has Alliance, and end of attack, you may place this Digimon as the bottom source of 1 of your other Digimon. Inheritable, all turns, when an opponent's effect would delete this Digimon, you may play 1 Parasitemon from this Digimon's sources without paying the cost. Also, your turn, this Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP.
He's 4,000 DP. That's so funny.
He has a level 6 with 4,000 DP and 9 to play.
1.
How do you get him out to begin with? Do you just like...
You Evo into him.
I mean, you'd have to use the main. The hand main.
Most likely, unless you just hard Evo into him and just use his Alliance effect, I guess. I don't understand what he's for. Like, what is the point of this card?
To be troll, I guess. Yeah. It's a 2.
Yeah,
it's funny.
2, I guess.
1. It's a 1.
It's a worse version of all the new Ragnar cards.
It'll never see the light outside of my bulk box.
True.
It'll never see the light out of pre-release.
It's a rare.
God. Oh my God.
Argomon. Eve's on top of a level 5 Argomon for 4 memory. Otherwise, purple or green for 5. So this guy costs the same as this guy. On play selection, Digivolving, you may place up to 4 level 5 or lower Argomon from your trash as its Digimon's bottom sources. Then delete up to 4 levels total worth of your opponent's Digimon. For every 2 Argomon in this Digimon's sources, add 1 to the maximum total level you may choose this effect. All turns, for every 2 Argomon in this Digimon's sources, it gets 1,000 DP. And opponent's turn, none of your opponent's tamers can unsuspend.
Never mind, this isn't what I thought it was.
I mean, it's got a cool effect. The issue is, if you're playing this deck, you're already dead before you get this set up.
Yeah, it's all tamer based too, like including your opponents. So
yeah,
I'll give it like a 2.
Even if you're playing against the hybrid decks, they probably killed you before you even went into your level 5.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm bringing. Yeah, this entire line is either a 1 or a 2.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Another Agumon, love it.
Yeah, this is a black Agumon. I guess and the effects are all turns once per turn. When one of your Kosuges is played, gain 1 memory and draw 1. Inheritable is Reboot. It's a reptile and SOC trait.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
I guess.
I don't understand what you play this in.
Kosuke deck.
Okay, what's that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we have Kosuke yet.
Yeah, I'll give this a 1 because I don't think you play this in anything yet.
I will look it up, but I do not believe we have a Kosuke yet.
I think
I'm gonna give it a 3.
I think we have a Kosuke, don't we?
He's not in this set.
I think he's in a previous set.
Okay, yeah, we do. He's the Dory tamer from BT16.
That's what I thought. But this guy doesn't really... I guess you can play it. I mean, it gives you Reboot. It's just a weird... Yeah, whatever.
It gives blocker and piercing to the stack. The Kosuke.
Okay, so this gives you Reboot. I guess I'll bump it up to a 2. Yeah, whatever. Caramon.
I mean, if you're building that deck, good for you, I guess.
Yeah.
Brant, shut up. We're almost to trains.
Caramon. Opponent's turn. When an opponent's Digimon is played or Digivolves, if that Digimon is level 5 or higher, this Digimon may Digivolve into Infernmon in the hand, ignoring its evolution requirements and without paying the cost. Inheritable on deletion. This card has unidentified trait. You may play a Digimon token without paying the cost.
We just have better Caramons. Like, I'd rather play the Searcher so I can get to my Erratas faster. So
I agree.
Still pretty good, but I'll give it like a 2.
I agree. I don't think you play this because you can out this super easily before you do anything.
He's on 1000 DP.
Being able to play the token is pretty nice, but other than that...
Yeah, I will also give him a 2. I just don't think you play him. Trailmon.
Alright, yeah. Yeah!
On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add a Tamer card or 1 Digimon card with the Machine trait among them to the hand. Trash the rest. Inheritable. Your turn while this Digimon has the Machine trait, it gains Collision.
Let's
So,
go.
this is Machine Dramon support.
It is Machine Dramon support.
5 out of 5.
Honestly, giving Machine Dramon access to Collision is kind of insane.
I don't even think you play this one because the level 5 has the same effect.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But...
Oh, but the level 5 is a machine. Never mind, it's not a cyborg. Okay, we're safe. Machine Dramon doesn't get Collision just yet. At least not the on-play versions. Infernmon. When Digivolving, De-Evo 1 of your opponent's Digimon, then one of their Digimon with a play cost of 8 or less can attack players until the end of their turn. Inheritable all turns once per turn. One of your other Digimon with Diabormon and same as play. De-Evo 1 of your opponent's Digimon. This Evo effect was so close to being like super, super broken, and they were just like, nah, they like tripped at the finish line.
Yeah, what if they were like, hey, just any Digimon can't attack?
Or just like a delete something, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it's still...
It's a strong effect, but like this second sentence is irrelevant to me.
Yeah. I feel like it's still like a 4 out of 5 because it is D-Evo and it's still very strong.
I would agree.
It's got the good inheritable.
Yeah, agreed.
Funnily enough, it actually prevents
them
Shine
playing
Burst
in
mode from attacking.
Well, yeah, but it also prevents them from playing into your ace. Like,
yeah.
You want them to attack. I think it would be better if it was like Diva, one of your opponent's Digimon, then one of your opponent's Digimon gains beginning of main phase, this Digimon must attack. I think that'd be broken.
Ooh,
that would be busted, yeah.
Force them to play into your ace. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, I'm down with, I think it's a 4 though. I think it's still a very good card.
D-Evo generically is just really strong.
Yeah, Sean's right though. It's like one step away from being like absolutely busted. So
yeah, they were so.
All right, more trains.
Locomon, all turns, once per turn. When an attack target is switched, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Place 1 Parasitemon or 1 black level 5 or lower Digimon card among them as Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. Trash the rest. All turns, one of your Digimon's effects adds to this Digimon's sources. This Digimon may Digivolve into ground Locomon in the hand without paying the cost. Inheritable. Your turn while this Digimon has machine trait, it gains collision.
I just realized...
I forgot that this archetype used Parasite.
I just realized where the Parasite's actually from. It's from the
train.
It is actually from one of the movies.
It's a train STD.
Season
Runaway. Yeah, Runaway Locomon, where like one of the trains is like being possessed by the Parasitemon.
That means if you build trains, you have to play Parasitemon. It's written on one of the cards. It means you have to play it.
Gotta.
I don't care. All right, next train, next card.
Then we
Well, actually,
have
it's not a train.
Chaosdramon.
Chaosdramon. So this Evo's on top of black level 5s for 4 memory or level 5 with SOC trait for 3 memory. While you have a black tamer, you can also place cards from your trash in Digivolution cards for this card's Digicross, which is stupid dumb. You can cross into this guy with Machine Dramon and 1 level 5 Digimon card with the Cyborg trait, minusing 2 for each, so minus 4 memory, so you can play for 8.
With the option card as well.
Reduces it by, what, 3 more memory?
Yeah.
So you can play it for 5. I guess that's not bad, but it requires setup. On play / when Digivolving. By placing 1 card with the Cyborg or SOC trait from your trash as this Digimon's bottom source, delete up to 7 play cost worth of your opponent's Digimon. All turns when this Digimon will leave the battle area by one of your opponent's effects by trashing 2 cards with Machine, Cyborg, SOC trait from the Digimon's sources, prevent it from leaving.
Seems like pretty good generic, Machine Dramon support.
This is unfortunate.
Especially for the variant. I was going to say, especially for the variant that just likes to hard play them.
I just feel like for where Machine Dramon's at right now, this just doesn't help it.
You're overlooking something very massive on this. This card is extremely good Machine Dramon support because it answers the only answer we currently have for a Chaos X on the field that has like the can't be DP minus Machine Dramon underneath it. This guy can keep him from leaving no matter what now.
Yeah.
So they can't Chaos degrade it. The only thing you can answer them with now is de-evo. That's it.
I just don't know. How many you would play in, like, because are we still playing 4 Machine Dramon?
I think you have to continue playing 4 of the DP minus one.
Yeah, you gotta play 4 of those, and then how many of these and how many regular Chaos Dramons are you playing? What, 2 of each? And then
I'd say like 2, and then maybe 2 or 3 Chaos X's.
2 or 3, yeah.
Because I mean, this guy can cross with a Machine Dramon, so like,
right.
That is also the only way to get Machine Dramon underneath this guy until you get to Chaos X, because he cannot even on top of Machine Dramon. Yeah, I think this guy's a 4 for me, just because he literally answers the only current answer we have besides de-evo for Machine Dramon.
Yeah, I'm fine giving it a 4.
Yeah, 4.
I was actually mad when I first read this card.
Yeah.
I think we were at locals too. We were all talking about
it. It got revealed, and I read it, and I was like, this seems kind of bad. And then I immediately clicked, and I was like, oh my god, you can't degrade them anymore.
Yep.
Also, you can't, you no longer lose to hunters now, because this guy also answers that. So you can play your analog mans to your heart's content. Ground Locomon.
Still playing hunters.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll switch decks. Piercing. On play / when Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Place 1 level 5 or lower black Digimon card among them as the Digimon's bottom source. Trash the rest. End of attack once per turn. You may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with the machine trait from the Digimon's sources without paying the cost.
Trains and the more trains.
It's a train swarm deck, yo.
Trains.
We're running
it's like
trains on people.
It's like a 3.
Yeah, I'm not actually rating the trains. I think they're all troll.
Yeah, they're all hella troll.
Yeah, they're all common, so you can probably build trains at pre-release, Chris. So you can have that to look forward to.
There we go, yeah.
Diaboromon. Evos for 4 memory. Gross. When Digivolving, by placing 1 Clock of the End from your hand or trash as the Digimon's bottom source, you may play 2 Diaboromon tokens without paying the cost. Opponent's turn. Once per turn, one of your opponent's Digimon attacks. You may switch the attack target to one of your Digimon with Diaboromon in its name. I straight up don't think you play this.
I mean, at least you can counter stuff that's unblockable. Because, like, the blue hybrid deck does unblockable stuff now.
Well, most of
at the same time, do what?
I was going to say a lot of the unblockable stuff is also just can't be redirected, period. But even then, like...
Yeah, you're already dead, probably.
Yeah, I don't think you play this guy. I think you just play the Ace and the EX6 one.
I mean, at least it lets you do the Clock of the End.
Yeah, but
at the same time, Clock of the End, I'd rather activate it because its on play effect is
Its
really
on play
good.
effect plays a token. This guy evoing for 4 also like really sucks.
Feels bad. Yeah.
I'll probably give it like 2.
I'm gonna give it a 1 because I think we already have 2 better cards for the archetype. I don't know why they printed this way.
Imagine making like the other one where it just gives everybody generically blocker, and then this one says you can redirect 1.
Yeah, like the other one is also like a pseudo floodgate
Jamming.
that forces your opponent to play around it.
Yeah. Also, like giving out jamming, so you can also be aggressive with your tokens.
Yeah, I think you just play the ace in EX6. I don't think this card makes the cut. I had forgotten what this card did, so every time one of you guys asked me if you even play this one, I couldn't answer you, but now that I read it again, yeah, you don't play it.
I don't think you play this Armageddon either.
But you pay $60 for the pre-release alt art, right? Armageddon. When this card would be played from the hand by returning up to 13 cards with the unidentified trait or Debormon in their text from your trash to the bottom of the deck. For each card returned, reduce the cost by 1. Rush, blocker, reboot. This reboot is spelled with a 1. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is literally a 1 right there. On play / when digivolving, delete up to 15 play costs worth of your opponent's Digimon. Your turn, this Digimon can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Evos for 7 memory, and its play cost is 16.
I forgot about that. We talked about this. We think it's obviously like a very super late game card.
Other
like
Armageddon ones are better though.
Yeah, I think you could argue that.
Yeah, the other one's better in my opinion as well. I mean, you're only playing it for 3. Like you delete a token, you get to play it for 3.
Yeah,
it has rush.
Ace, the aces.
Yeah, all the aces are like dead. I could imagine you playing like 1 copy of this. Like if you see it and it's like late game, you're like, oh okay, I can just like kind of win from here.
I will say, I think the Armageddon is an opponent's turn effect. So if they ace,
literally just about to go.
I am fairly certain it's an opponent's turn effect, and so if they ace into a level 7, you still get blown out. But you can play.
Oh well, yeah. You're just not going to attack into them.
And you have access to Evo, so like you should be fine.
All turns, all level 7 Digimon. Do not activate the win Digimon.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this card is objectively worse. Yeah. Why'd they print this? I'll give it a 1. It's a super rare too, dude. This takes a super rare slot.
At least give it the same floodgate
like I give it a 2.
ability.
Yeah, if they had given it the floodgate ability, you could argue that like you might have to decide between the two. I still would play the old one just because like this guy is super late game.
No, because this is, guys, remember that first Armageddon, that's the one that beat Omnimon. This is the one that lost to Paladin mode. Clearly. So that's why this one's got to be weaker.
Yeah, the other one doesn't lose to Paladin.
It definitely wasn't the exact same Armageddon.
Also, I will say
in the movie, Armageddon beat the hell out of Omnimon and Paladin mode. Or
that sounds like fake news. I will say, BT5 Armageddon only stops when digivolving. So if they just hard play their ace, it will still get its effect.
Yeah,
outplayed. Yeah, this card sucks. I don't know why you
considered all of your Debormons are now dead anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to play this Crimson mode and just nuke your board. Is that cool? Okay. Goblimon. On play, by deleting one of your other Digimon, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Inheritable is Retal, equals on top of green or purple for 0.
Okay, so if I'm a Demon Lord player, this just replaces the 4-cost guy, right? Because you can just on play it, delete your Demon Lord to pop their.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's how it works. You'd have to delete himself.
Deleting one of your other Digimon, you cannot delete yourself.
Never mind.
Porcupine is, or Porcupine, or however you say it, whatever. I think is really solid because it's an on play and on deletion. So like,
yeah, so you get it twice.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So I think it'd be hard. I don't know what you play this in.
Better than it was.
Yeah, sorry.
2.
2.
I'll give it a 2, I guess. And Retail Inheritable is pretty cool. Dorumon, equals on top of Dori for 0, otherwise purple or black for 1. When attacking, if Kosuke is in this Digimon's sources and your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon This Digimon may Digivolve into Dorugoromon in the hand for a Digivolution cost of 4. Ignoring its Digivolution requirements, inheritable is Reboot.
Oh, okay. So now Dorumon has his own version of a like Vmon, Guilmon, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
kind of cool.
3.
That's quite a tall ask for everything, but that's pretty strong.
It's like a comeback card.
Yeah, Kim
It is
Kardashian.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that video.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
3 indeed.
Yeah. Darkmon, used on top of Hippo Griffinmon for 1, otherwise yellow or purple level 3s for 3 memory. Has Retail, then when Digivolving, draw 1, trash 1 card in your hand. Then if Hippo Griffinmon is in this Digimon sources, Digimon may Digivolve into Mermucusmon in your hand for the for an Evo cost of 2, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. Inheritable is Retail.
Oh yeah, this is part of that like little 3-card combo with
yeah, it's like a little 3-card baby archetype.
Bad, unfortunate.
Yeah, I'll give it a 1
2.
because that's not a deck.
Yeah.
Did purple only get 2 level 3s this set?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. I think every other color's gotten like 3.
That'd be alright.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Black only got 2.
I mean,
of course.
when you're
I'm not surprised by that.
When your third blue level 3 was Labramon, like, trust me, you don't want.
Then we have Pippismon. He was on top of Patamon for 2, otherwise purple or blue for 3 memory. Has Armor Purge, and when Digivolving, trash the bottom 2 sources of one of your opponent's Digimon. Your turn, when this Digimon attacks an opponent's Digimon with no sources, delete that Digimon. Oh, so this is Ice Sweet before Ice Sweet.
I personally,
before they even printed that.
Yeah.
I personally love moldy old rotten bread loaf.
That's what this
is. Ugly bat Patamon.
Yeah. What is this, like a 2?
Why the hell is all of our Patamons are yellow? I'm sorry, I forget there's a blue Patamon. I apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the only
deck.
You can't play this in anything that plays Patamon. Why the hell does it?
Whoa, you're not going to play this in Magnavox?
No, it's a free trait. It's a free trait.
Okay.
You're being ridiculous.
In addition to it not being yellow, it is also a free.
You're right, Sean. I'm asking too much that you actually pay for your level 4s. God.
Yeah, you legitimately are, dude. Have you seen the type of decks we have running around? Yeah, this is a 1. What the hell?
1.
This gets a WTF from me. The name is fun to say, though. Pippismon.
At least it's a common. Thank God it's not taking like a rare spot or something.
Dex Darugamon. Use on top of Darugamon for 0. Otherwise, purple or black for 3 memory. Trash. All turns, one of your Darugamon would be deleted. By Digivolving that Digimon into this card in the trash without paying the cost, prevent that deletion. When Digivolving, trash 1 card in your hand, then draw 1 if Darugamon is in the Digimon's Digivolution cards, or if Digivolving from the trash, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less instead. Inheritable is Reboot.
Yeah, this is where this line starts to get a little scary.
Yeah.
I think this entire line is actually pretty good.
It is. I remember the 6 being, like the 5 and the 6 being like really broken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to like really pay attention to how these cards are worded and what their rulings are, because we know for a fact our good buddy Caleb's going to be playing this.
Yeah, Caleb 100% is going to be building some iteration of this.
And
Caleb's not too bad when it comes to misplaying. Like you do got to catch him sometimes.
The first week or two, he's probably going to misplay, but after that, going forward,
I mean, he's not alone.
Yeah, we all do it.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Some of us just don't even read our cards.
That's right.
We just have a vague, approximate knowledge about what they do.
Brad, who won last night?
Who won the tournament?
Chris, remember that time that I picked up and read Alphamon and confirmed I could attack Digimon and it didn't prevent me from attacking, period, and then put it back down, and then you passed turn and I swung over one of your Digimon and did my stuff.
Yeah, we misplayed. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you were like, Sean, we misplayed. I know. And I was like, we literally just went over this.
Yeah. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh wait, no, we talked about this already.
It was the same. It was the very next turn.
I was deep. I was in deep thought.
You were
30
deep in
seconds later.
This is a 3 for me, by the way.
Yeah, 3.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Hippo Griffinmon, fake archetype. Dark Evo's on top of Dark Mind for 3. Otherwise, purple or yellow level 4 is for 4. Has blocker. When Digivolving, you may play 1 level 3 purple or yellow Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. Inheritable is blocker.
Bad card, bad.
1.
2.
Yeah.
Card's not going to see play.
1.
Dex Doryu Greymon. This art is pretty cool.
That goes hard, yeah.
Yeah, he's on top of Doryu Gray for 1 memory, otherwise purple or black for 4. Trash all turns when one of your Doryu Gray would be deleted by digivolving that Digimon into this card in the trash without paying the cost. Prevent that deletion. When digivolving, trash 1 card in your hand, then draw 1. If Doryu Greymon is in this Digimon's deletion cards, or if digivolving from the trash, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 6 or less instead. It says instead twice here. Inheritable, end of attack. Once per turn, you may choose one of your Digimon, delete the chosen Digimon, and one of your opponent's Digimon with a level equal to or lower than your chosen Digimon. Okay, so this is how you proc your own effects.
Yeah, you proc your own effect to do your own stuff. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just the level 6 that's like a little silly. This one's really good, but it's not like it's not the level 6.
I think it's got like the level 6 and then another card, right?
I don't remember.
I think isn't it like
you use one of the cards from one of the prior sets. I think the last set's Doryu.
Yeah.
Because this is essentially their X antibody line where it's the Dex.
Right.
Yeah. This is a 3 for me.
Yeah, it's very good. 3.
Mephistomon. When this card is revealed from the deck, this card is also treated as a level 6. Oh yeah, I forgot the Apocalypse support we got in the set.
We're sorry we made Apocalypse.
This is more Apocalypse support. Why? When this card would be played from the hand by returning 1 Apocalypse from your trash to the bottom of the deck, reduce the play cost by 3. On deletion, if deleted by an effect, you may play 1 Golfmon or 1 level 6 Digimon card with the Dark Master's trait from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Inheritable when attacking once per turn by placing 1 level 5 or lower card with Dark Masters in its text from your trash as this Digimon's bottom source. This Digimon gets 2,000 DP for the turn.
Imagine being one of the creators who made, because the sets are made pretty far into it in advance.
I think it's 3 sets in advance is what I've heard.
Yeah. Imagine the guy was like, all right, BT15, we're releasing Apocalypse. Make sure we have some support for it lined up.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go big places with this deck.
This guy lined up the Apocalypse support, and they were like, oh, we made a massive oversight. This card's at 1. It's like, but I made more cards for it.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is a 1.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. I believe this is the level 6 you have to play for the full level 7 Wombo combo.
Damn, they're getting a lot of level 6s.
Well, you have to play this one specifically because of its inheritable.
Yeah. So this Fenrir Lugamon, Eva's on top of level 5 with
purple, my bad.
SOC trait for 3 memory. Otherwise, Evo's for 3 on purple or red. Who cares? When Digivolving, if AG is in this Digimon's sources, you may play 1 Fenrir Lugamon or 1 Kazuchimon from your trash without paying the cost. At the end of your opponent's turn, return that Digimon to the hand. All turns once per turn, one of your Digimon or Tamers with the SOC trait or Pulsemon in its text is played. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 10,000 DP or less. Inheritable, your turn while this Digimon has Fenrir Lugamon in its name. The turn end condition is the opponent having 3 or more memory.
Oh man, I can't wait to read that DNA level 7. And then all the pieces are together.
Huh.
What?
How do you DNA end of turn?
Oh, it's the level 7. Level 7 does it.
Oh, the level 7 just does it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll get there when we get there. Like, the pieces will be
I was like,
together.
did I overlook something? Because I could have sworn there was like a guaranteed Wombo combo into the level 7.
I think you might actually have to have Kazu in hand, but I think you have to have that guy in trash. I think once he's in trash, he's live. So I think his effect is a trash effect.
It is a trash effect. Okay, so you have to have...
You have to have him in hand, the Kazu in hand.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, Kazu in hand, and then this card.
No, you have
does
to
the
have
Fenrir Luga play it from trash or hand?
trash. So you have to have both in trash.
Oh, okay.
So you just discard both
so
and
once
then Wombo
both-
combo.
Yeah, once both are in trash, your Wombs are live.
Okay, yeah. This card's a 4. This
Yeah,
level
4.
7 combo is pretty stupid.
So ignorant.
Golfmon digivolves on level 5 with Dark Masters in its text for 3 memory. On play / when digivolving by placing one level 5 card with Dark Masters in its text from your hand or trash as its Digimon's bottom source, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. When attacking, by returning 7 cards from your opponent's trash to the bottom of the deck, unsuspend this Digimon. That's not once per turn.
I mean, yeah, but isn't it counterproductive to what you wanted to do with Apocalypse?
Yes, but I don't
it's
think
what they intended for us to do with Apocalypse, but
yeah, I don't think the intention with the Pokemon was to mill your opponent out. I think it was just to get cards in their trash and stuff and waste their resources.
yeah.
It's
another rare taking up another spot.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, this is
Have you considered the deck moved on and now plays exclusively aces? Get out of here.
Yeah, as funny as this is a worse version of Paladin mode.
Right?
Mermukusmon, Evo's on top of Darkmon with Hippogriffomon, Evo source for 4 memory, or a level 5 for 4 memory, purple or yellow. When digivolving, if Darkmon and Hippogriffomon are in this Digimon sources, by deleting one of your other Digimon, you may play one Ornismon from your trash without paying the cost. All turns once per turn, one of your other Digimon is deleted. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon at the equal or lower level as the deleted Digimon.
Cool, it's bad. Don't care.
Yeah, 1. Ornismon. On play / when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. All turns, while you have another level 6 Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP and gains security attack plus 1.
2.
Doesn't gain rush, though.
It has to stick on the board.
Bad cards are bad, I guess.
Yeah, it's whatever. This art is pretty cool. Dex Dorugoromon. He's on top of Dorugoromon for 2 memory, otherwise purple or black level 5 for 5 memory. Trash. All turns, one of your Dorugoromon will be deleted by digivolving that Digimon into this card in the trash without paying the cost. Prevent that deletion. When digivolving, de-evo 3 one of your opponent's Digimon, then if Dorugoromon is in the Digimon sources, or if digivolving from the trash, delete all of your opponent's Digimon at the lowest level. All turns once per turn. When another Digimon is deleted, you may unsuspend this Digimon.
Yeah, this card's nutty.
Yeah, this card's pretty filth.
The absolute
it's filthy because of that de-digivolve effect.
Yeah, the Evo's very strong.
The fact you can just raw Evo into it just to get that de-Evo effect is pretty strong. So you have to think about that when your opponent has like any level 5 at all.
Yeah.
But then also if it's in the trash.
As long as they have any of these cards in the trash,
they're locked.
Like it's gonna be impossible to get any of these cards off the field.
Not if you use DP reduction.
Not if you talk to the card that's immediately below him.
Below him?
That's true. We're getting
below
there.
him. Look down.
No, I know what you're talking about. If you use DP reduction, they would Evo, and then the game would check again if their DP is sufficient, and it would be like, no, you're dead, and it would not get its Evo effect.
Yep.
I'm still gonna give it a 5.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Strong. Yeah, I was gonna go 4.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Very good.
It's a very good card.
1-1-1.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
He's talking about the next 3 cards.
Yeah, Eosmon. Evo's on top of Morphomon for 2 memory, otherwise does not Evo. When digivolving, if it's your turn, you may play one white Tamer with a play cost of 4 or less, or one level 5 or lower Eosmon from your hand by paying 2 memory. If this effect played, your opponent may play one Tamer card from their hand without paying the cost. And heritable opponent's turn, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks, you may switch the attack target to one of your Eosmons.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses. This thing doesn't even have an on play.
No, it does not.
No.
The only way you're getting this effect is by evoing it. This card is
on top of the
god awful.
So is the other level 4, Brandon.
Yeah. So this is a level 5. So this is
but I at least was hoping you could. I think he's talking about the original one. The BT17
Oh yeah, 1-1-1.
The original one I think is also an on play, if I'm not mistaken, though.
It is, because you can't evo anything. You have to on play it.
Yeah. Eosmon. Evo's on top of level 4 Eosmon for 3 memory. On play / when digivolving, your opponent may play one Tamer card from their hand without paying the cost. If they don't, you may play one white Tamer card with a play cost of 4 or less from your hand without paying the cost. Then to Evo one of your opponent's Digimon for every 2 Tamers in play. Inheritable opponent's turn once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon attacks, you may switch the attack target to one of your Eosmons.
1.
Yeah, this is a 1 for me. I get that they want you to play Tamers for all their effects, but this just seems like a mistake.
Hey, you get to play a Tamer. If you don't, I get to play one. Okay, plays Tamer.
Aww, sad. Eosmon. Evil's on top of level 5 with Eosmon, or level 5 Eosmon specifically for 4 memory, otherwise does not Evo. When Digivolving / when attacking, once per turn, you may play one level 5 or lower Eosmon from your hand without paying the cost. All turns once per turn, one of your Eosmon is played. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as that Digimon. Your turn for each Tamer, all of your Eosmon get plus 1000 DP.
Man, this cards would have been kind of okay if they were printed, I don't know, back in BT6.
1.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next good card.
This is a 1. This is unfortunate.
Lame.
Yeah, let's talk about the next 5 out of 5 card.
Let's go!
Imperial Digimon Paladin Mode Ace. Evil's on top of level 6 with Imperial Digimon and name for 5 memory, otherwise green or blue for 6 memory. Hand counter blast Evo, obviously. On play, when Digivolving, trash all Digivolution cards of all of your opponent's Digimon. Then return all cards from your or your opponent's trash to the bottom of the deck. If this effect returned a white level 7, gain 3 memory. When attacking, not once per turn. By returning one of your opponent's Digimon with no sources to the bottom of the deck, unsuspend this Digimon. Rule trait has free.
I saw some people like clowning on this card because it doesn't actively remove anybody from the board.
It doesn't.
At the same time, you don't want them to. You want them to be sourceless so you can just go bink, 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 bink.
Yeah, if you can Evo, and if your opponent goes too wide and you can Evo into this guy without passing turn, you might just kill them if they don't have the ability to ace you.
Yeah. I mean, even then, you're going to bottom deck the card that is an ace potential, unless they have multiple targets.
You're bottom decking their sources. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, you're right.
No,
Sorry. Unless they have multiple ace targets for on their field, yeah, you would bot deck them before they get a chance to ace you. You're correct. Yeah, this is a 5, obviously. This is basically the end of purple strategies.
This deck said, your color is now mine. It is dead.
Yeah, and what's hilarious is, as I said with the Crimson mode, you can just play this as an option card that costs 9 memory that just bot decks all your opponent's stuff.
Yup.
Yeah, and if you happen to have like another like Omni or another copy of him in your trash, you can just reduce the cost by 3.
You can.
It's good stuff.
It's so weird that they did that too.
I keep reading that it's supposed to be in theme because apparently Omnimon turns into the sword.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's why they do it. It is kind of odd though without knowing that.
Right.
Yeah. The lore.
Just so weird.
All right, Omnimon Ace. DNAs with level 6 with Greymon in name and level 6 with Garurumon in name for 0 memory. Otherwise, Evil's on top of a blue or red Digimon for 5 memory. Hand counter Blast DNA Digivolve War Greymon, Metal Garurumon specifically. One of them has to be on the field, one of them has to be in the hand. Has raid and blocker. On play / when Digivolving, if DNA Digivolving, choose one of your opponent's Digimon, return that Digimon and all of their Digimon with the same level to the bottom of the deck, then delete one of their Digimon.
Yeah, this card is kind of a blowout. This card's 100% a blowout. Like, it's so funny, too, because if you miss, like, let's say you're playing Alter S, if you can fake out your opponent. You can make them think that you don't have, like, Alter S, and you just DNA into this instead, and just wipe their entire board.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Because, like, you could use Cress and Blitz for his regular DNA.
100%.
You just can't use it for his blast DNA. But yeah, this card's amazing.
Sean, I just want to point something out real quick.
What's up?
Let's take a look at this card art. Which Digimon is front and center on it? Oh, it's the War Greymon sword. Just saying.
Yeah, but we all know the best Blitz Omni art is the Garu Cannon art.
Actually, the best Blitz Omni art is the prize card.
Yeah.
Which should arrive in the mail on Monday, by the way. I got an update from FedEx.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
My prize support from top 8ing the regional a few weeks ago is finally going to get here Monday.
Yeah, same time you're going to get your AC fixed, right?
Unfortunately, yes. I will be without AC until Monday.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Speaking
by
of
the way,
which-
guys.
Yeah, today is
So
Saturday.
Sean has like 3 days no AC.
I'm going to suffer for the next 48 hours.
All right, so let's not keep them here any longer. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only got a few more cards. Yeah, it's like another 15 or so.
Also, that is why. So it's been out since Thursday, so that's why there wasn't a video recently, and there's probably not going to be another one besides this one until Monday.
Sean's gonna go spend the rest of his day in like a Whataburger lobby or something like that.
I'm literally just going to go sit in my car and run the AC. Security Kambara. 3 memory. Security. Play this card without paying the cost. Start of your main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory. Inheritable. Your turn. This Digimon gets 2,000 DP, while this Digimon has 10,000 or more. It gains piercing.
It's a good Takuya. I
Like a
definitely
3.
think it's our worst Takuya, which is kind of feels bad. Because we have the memory setter, which gets you extra memory, both when it's on the board and as a source.
Yeah.
And then the Warp Takuya, I don't think we need to talk about. It's Warp Takuya. This one's good, though.
Yeah, it is good, but I agree it's probably the 3rd best one.
Yeah, you probably play it as like a 2-up.
Yeah, just to have more Takuya targets.
Yeah.
Takato Mitsuki. Don't know why they printed this card. 3-cost tamer. Start your main phase. If you have a Digimon with Gilmon, Growlmon, or Gallantmon in its name, gain 1 memory. End of your turn by placing this tamer and 1 Growlmon and 1 War Growlmon from your trash as the bottom sources of one of your Gilmon. That Digimon may digivolve into Gallantmon in the hand, ignoring its dissolution requirements and without paying the cost. Literally a worse version of the memory setter from BT12. I don't know why this card exists.
I was about to say.
It's like a 2.
It's bad.
I don't think you play this. I think you just play 4 and 4 or like 3 and 4 of the old Takuyas or Takatos, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
This is BT14 Greymon. This is BT14 Taikamiya.
Okay, at least that one specifies its archetype.
I was gonna say, yeah, at least this one's archetype specific, and the other one's just like vaccine, dude.
What if I was a red card that supported vaccine? That's good, guys, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, good card. Taikamiya and Madashita, 4-cost tamer. All turns, one of your Digimon is played or digivolves by suspending this tamer. If you have a Digimon with Greymon in its name, gain 1 memory. If you have a Digimon with Gurumon in its name, gain 1 memory. End of your turn, once per turn, one of your Digimon with Omnimon in its name may attack a player.
This card is busted.
I would say
Like a 4.
it's between a 3 or a 4 for me. I'm trying to determine if I think it's a 4. Yeah, because the end
I'm
of
going 4.
I think it's a 4.
Now this is the card. When we get to the Altard, don't they switch sides? Kind of pisses us off.
I think
It kind of
you're right,
pisses
yeah.
us off.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
No, I remember pointing out the aesthetics of it killed me.
Yeah. So this card, if you do the little warp effect with the 2 megas, if you just trigger this after you've already evoed into the other mega, you gain 2 memory from the effect, which is really good. And then you DNA into Omni end of turn, and then attack a player. It has raid. You get to unsuspend it as well. You get to trash the security.
Board.
Yeah. Very strong card. Excited.
Send handshake.
Yeah. You also will play this in Alter S if you still play Alter S. I'll probably tinker with it. Because just if you get one swing in with Alter S and then have an Alter B in hand, and on the next turn you just win the game.
You just win. Yeah.
Then we have Minami, however you say her last name, 3 memory. On play, you may play 1 Labramon or Caesarmon from your hand or one of your Digimon sources without paying the cost. Your turn, one of your Digimon is played from sources. By summoning this tamer, one of your Digimon gains rush for the turn. 1.
This card's a 1.
One.
Yeah, whatever. Koji, 4 memory. It is a memory setter. Okay. Inheritable, your turn once per turn when an effect adds cards to your hand, gain 1 memory, and then this Digimon gains jamming for the turn. Do you play this in the new version, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
You play
this
8
one.
Koji.
Yeah, this
Play
one had
4
to
and
be
4.
a memory. This one had to be a memory setter, Sean, because they don't have one.
Yeah, they
the
didn't
other-
get BT12 support.
Yeah, the other Koji doesn't set memory, and this is the only other one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So both of them actually help you in different ways. So this one's giving jamming, which is very nice. So you're confirmed living your swings. And the other one gives you unblockable. So both of the inheritables are actually super good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is like a 4 for blue hybrid just because of how easily it gets abused.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. 4.
Then we
And
have
being able to recycle your memory setter every turn is hilariously good.
yes, hilarious. Then we have a new Davis and Ken. I don't think you.
Just what we needed.
Yeah. 5 memory. It is a memory setter. All turns one of your level 5 or higher Digimon with the free trait would be deleted in battle. By suspending this tamer, you may play one level 4 or lower Digimon card from its sources without paying the cost.
2.
End of your turn, one of your Digimon with the free trait may attack an opponent's Digimon. I don't think you play this.
No,
I
this
don't
card's
think you play
trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. All right, next card. This is
Like,
I
it's
think
kind of cool.
this-
It's kind of cool. They're trying to cover for not collision.
partition.
Yeah,
Partition.
partition.
They're trying to cover the downside of partition.
If it played 2, I think
Yeah, that's
it'd be
different.
sick, but it only playing 1 is just like, okay, cool.
As soon as you said just 1, I was like, oh, it's a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Then we have
Just play
sad,
regular old Davis.
Oh
Yeah.
God, Rico with her
Yeah.
Naruto swing.
The
reminiscent
sad
Rika.
Naruto swing.
Start your main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory. Main, by placing this Tamer and 1 Cubimon and 1 Talmon from your trash as the bottom sources of one of your Renamon. That Digimon may devolve into Sukuimon in its hand for the Digivolution cost of 4, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. If Digivolved by this effect, you may return 1 option card from your trash to the hand.
Yeah, it's 1. All right, cool. Move on.
It doesn't, or this deck doesn't have one of these, does it?
A Warp card? No.
I'll
The
give it a
previous
2 'cause I didn't have
Rika,
it already.
when it's hacking, lets you play an option card, I'm pretty sure, like a plugin.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
All right, 2. I'll go up to a 2 just because it's the first warp.
I like it because it's got the swing.
Yeah.
The sad Naruto swing.
Then we have Leon Alexander, 3 memory, security play without paying the cost, whatever. Start your main phase.
This guy's a serial killer.
Yeah. If you have a Digimon with Pulsemon and its text, gain 1 memory. Main, you can mind link it with a Pulsemon and its text Digimon. Then inheritables, all turns while this Digimon has Pulsemon and its text, it gains blocker and barrier. End of all turns, you can play this card out.
It's like a 3. Blocker and barrier is pretty good.
I know some
The issue is you
blue
play them Pulsemon.
hybrid. I know some blue hybrid lists were running a Leon, and I don't think it was this one. I think they were actually running the other Leon.
The Mind Hacker guy or Hacker Judge or whatever.
Hacker Judge. Yeah, okay, I'm reading it right now. Some blue hybrid lists were running this because it gives you access to blocker and barrier, and it's just another memory setter you could have.
How would it possibly give you access to blocker and barrier? It requires you to have Pulsemon in your text.
I don't know. I don't know why they played it then. I've just seen a couple lists play it.
Marcus.
I'm legitimately confused as to why you would play this in anything.
Me too.
All right, BT14 Taikamiya. 4 costs. On play, one of your Marcus Damon is also treated as a 3000 DP Digimon, can't Evo, and gains blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. All turns when this tamer becomes suspended, one of your Digimon gets 3000 DP for the turn. If you have a Digimon with Agumon or Greymon in its name, gain 1 memory.
Oh no.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, it's
It's
bad.
just not good.
Yeah, this is a
Simon.
1.
Simon.
Oh,
I would
No,
rather
I'm not
play
gonna
BT4 Marcus Damon over this.
100%.
Yeah, I agree. Agreed.
I think I figured it out.
What?
You don't have to mind link it. You just Evo on top of it with Lobo or Kendo.
Oh yeah,
But still, like, why would you play this?
It gives blocker and all that
doesn't.
stuff. Cards,
You have to have Pulsemon in its text to gain blocker.
For that one.
The inheritable requires you to have Pulsemon in its text.
For that one, I'm talking about Hacker Judge.
Oh, okay. I thought you were still saying they played this one.
No.
I'm saying they play Hacker
Oh, okay.
Judge.
I misunderstood then, or you didn't explain it very well. I'm going to blame you.
I blame Brandon.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm reading Hacker Judge. It doesn't give him the blocker or the barrier either. I think it's just for a yellow source. Maybe so you can use like
geez.
H.
Why wouldn't you play the BT7 girl then?
I don't know, man.
She at least
I don't
searches
know
her security.
why people-
Whatever, dude. Who cares? Willis.
I don't know why people play with
Will I?
This is a 4-cost tamer that's not a memory setter. Start your main phase / on play. One of your green Digimon gets 2000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. Your turn, one of your Digimon with Terramon or Lopmon in its name is played. By suspending this tamer, one of your Digimon with Terramon or Lopmon in its name may digivolve into a Digimon card in the hand with the Evo cost reduced by 2.
I mean, at least you can play this for cheap off of your Terrier.
You can play it for 2 memory off of the Terriermon. Also, this is kind of cool, I guess, but I don't know if it'd be worth the inclusion. But you can hard play one of them and then immediately evo it into one of the Rapid Mons.
Right.
Yeah. That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth playing it, but it's.
I like the other one.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2.
Yeah.
I like
Two's fine.
Old Will I.
And then we have Rhythm as a Dancer. This tamer makes no sense to me. 4 cost, not a memory setter. Your turn. When an effect suspends one of your Digimon, you may suspend this tamer. Your turn. When this tamer becomes suspended, gain 1 memory. Then if you have Argomon or Yellow Digimon with Agumon or Greymon in its name, draw 1.
This card is so bad.
Yes.
1.
This is a 1.
Dog
This is
water.
stupid. Then we have...
What rarity? What rarity is that card?
She's an uncommon.
Oh, thank God she's not a rare.
I think she's one of the box topper alt arts, if I'm not mistaken, though.
I don't think we're in box topper alts. I think it's just
I'm sorry. Alts.
Well, I was going to say, I think we're only getting the promo pack.
I'm pretty sure we're getting box toppers of some of the cards. I think she's one of them. While you're looking at that, Ryu Senji, I guess. I'm not going to say his last name. 3 cost, old dude. Your turn when an effect places tamer cards as one of your Digimon's resolution cards by suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. End of opponent's turn. Once per turn, if this tamer is suspended, one of your Digimon with a tamer in its Digimon in its Digivolution cards may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Dex or Death X in its name from the trash without paying the cost.
It's saying it's the Tama.
It is, but I'm pretty sure like she's randomly like in the pack. Like I think she's.
Yeah, because I'm also seeing a alt art of that Willis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing her as one of the air quote alt art box toppers.
Okay, yeah, I think I found all of them. The only one that's going to be worth anything is going to be the card we haven't talked about yet at the bottom corner. You already know who it is.
Yeah,
It's
Tyankari.
Haibes.
I knew it, dude. Yeah, you can get an alt art of her. Actually, those are alt arts. Those are legitimate alt arts, so I guess that's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's like a 3. Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah. It kind of forces your opponent to do something.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing another box topper. I don't know what this is.
It's a promo card, right?
No, it's got an alt art of Genai. It's got an alt art of Rika. It looks like this one.
BT17?
That's what I'm looking at.
Okay, show your phone screen to the camera. I want to see what you're looking at. Interesting. Yeah, I guess we're getting like 3 different box topper packs with these.
Yeah, so it's Rika, Genai, the hybrid option card, which is cool because that means this alt art's probably going to be more valuable than the pre-release stamp.
Yeah.
I think this is Shine Burst Mode's option, Awakening of the Sun.
Yeah.
And then Double Typhoon.
Interesting.
Nice. All right, we gotta get to the craziest card in this set.
Cracker Fang, rule name also treated as AG. It's 4 cost tamer as a memory setter. Man, you can mind link it with a Dark Animal or SOC trait. Inheritable. All turns while Digimon has the Dark Animal SOC trait, it gains Alliance and Blocker. End of all turns, you may play an AG from the Digimon sources without paying the cost.
Why not just call this AG?
I think just because they have nicknames in this season, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. That is why. Because they did it for Hammer Judge as well.
But just call it AG.
But then where are they going to put a Cracker Fang?
You're right. Okay, you got me.
Yeah. I mean, this is just honestly a better version of the previous AG we have because it guarantees you 3 memory.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a 3.
3, yeah. 1.
Manoa Bellucci. It says Eosmon and Morphomon on the card on Fort. On play by trashing 1 Morphomon or Eosmon in your hand, draw 2. All turns while you have Eosmon. All of your opponent's tamers on play effects don't activate. Opponent's turn, once per turn, 1 of your Eosmon would leave the battle area by an opponent's effect by deleting 1 of your other Eosmon. Prevent it from leaving.
Yeah, bad cards are bad.
Yeah. Moving on, Tai and Kari.
Good cards are good.
3 cost White Tamer. All turns when you hatch in the breeding area by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory. End of your turn by returning this Tamer to the bottom of the deck. Draw 1, then you may play 1 Tamer card with Tai Kamiya or Kari Kamiya in its name from your hand without paying the cost.
Is this like a 3?
I would give this a 3. There's interactions, obviously, that like this enables, but I don't think it itself is like super broken.
It is used primarily in the Omnimon deck to cheat out your other
4-cost
tamer for cheaper.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's its main use.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. The Ancient Protectors, 2 cost, red, blue option. While you have a Tamer or Digimon with the hybrid trait, you may ignore this card's color requirements. Main, you may return 1 Digimon card with the hybrid or Tin Warriors trait from your trash to the hand. Then you may play 1 Digimon card with the Tin Warriors trait or 1 Tamer card with an inherited effect from your hand with the play cost reduced by 4. Security, you may play 1 Tamer card with an inherited effect from the hand or trash without paying the cost and add this card to the hand.
Yeah, this card's absolutely busted.
Yeah, so this is the card that lets you recycle Jet.
And the Ancient Garu. Ancient Garu recycles it as well. Because it's any hybrid from trash.
That's true, yeah.
So if you have 1 Jet Sylphimon and you see it, you potentially have 9 Jet Sylphimon.
Yeah.
Because 4 options, 4 Ancient Garu.
The math do be mathin'.
Is this like a 4?
Oh, this card enables a lot of stupid stuff.
So this also lets you cheat out your Tamers even more. I'll give it a 4.
I'm giving it a 4.
That's what I'm thinking, 4.
Yeah.
Because, like, the fact is, you can recycle a card and then either play out a Searcher, like your Flamemon or your Strawbymon, or you can play a Tamer out.
You cannot play those guys. You can only play a Tin Warriors trait or a Tamer. But it does let you play...
Okay, so you can Digicross then. That's fine.
Yeah, I think playing the Tamers is the best part of it, though, because it lets you play your Tamers for 2 memory instead of 4.
Instead of 4, yeah. And you're recycling a piece for your combo.
Yeah.
This card's nutty.
Miraculous Ultimate Knight, 2 memory, a red-blue option. Main, you may play 1 Agumon or Gabumon from your hand or trash without paying the cost, and place this card in the battle area. All turns when one of your level 6 Digimon with Greymon or Grumon in its name will leave the battle area other than in battle. Delay. That Digimon and a Digimon card in the hand may DNA Digivolve into a card with Omnimon in its name in the hand. Inheritable. Security effect. You may play 1 card with Tai Kamiya or Madashita in its name from your hand or trash without paying the cost and add this card to the hand.
Okay, so this is, I think, like one of only 3 maybe option cards we've had right now that is essentially a trap card.
Yeah. It's this one and like the rest of these that we're about to read.
Because like Biting Crush is also essentially kind of like a trap card.
True. Yeah.
But this is straight up a trap card because its only condition is you have to delete it by battle. All right. Well, what happens when you swing at this deck? You get blasted.
Yeah, they DNA.
What happens if you try to out the stack? You get blasted.
Yes.
Like, you're literally stuck.
You can also DNA into Alter S. It does not have to be the Blast Evo.
Yeah, no, it's just Omnimon in name.
Yeah. I'll give this
like a 4.
It's like
a 4 for me.
If you could ignore this card's color requirements, I think I'd give it a 4. But because you have to have red and blue on the field in order to activate it, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay. I get you. I see you. And I agree.
I was waiting for it to say ignore color requirements if X, but it just never came.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of the decks are running
the old the EX4 Matentai as well.
No, I don't really see that one come up often as well because you don't really do any Digivolving like that.
You don't, but it lets you play one of your rookies out for free.
Yeah. I was going to say a lot of people run like the Tama lineup. They'll have it set up to where you can like hatch your Tama, play one of your level 3s, and then you'll have access to it. Because, I mean, your Tamas are probably either going to be blue or red, And then, of course, most of your level 3s are going to be blue or red.
That is how that works.
You can mix and match.
That do be Digimon.
Crimson Savior, 3 memory red option. Main, you may play 1 Gilmon or Takato from your hand or trash without paying the cost, and place this card in the battle area. All turns, when an opponent's level 5 or higher Digimon is played, delay. One of your Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Gallantmon in its name in the hand without paying the cost. Security, activate main effect.
At least it lets you play the Takatos from the trash.
Recycling your Takato is good. The problem is it's in niche matchups. Like, this is okay going into Demon Lords, I guess.
They have turn player priority.
Yes, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to do anything.
It's definitely nowhere near as good as the one we just read.
Yeah, although you can just activate this by having red.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll give this a 2. Straight up just doesn't dodge whatever's trying to remove you.
Yeah, I'll give this a 2 as well.
2.
Return to the Ancestors, blue and green.
Why'd you sigh like that, Sean?
Oh, I'm just hot.
Oh, I thought you hated this
nothing
card.
to do with this card. I'm just hot.
Okay.
2 memory, green and or blue and green. Main, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 5 or higher Digimon card with the free trait in the hand with the dissolution cost reduced by 4. Then place this card in the battle area. All turns, one of your Digimon with the free trait would be deleted other than by one of your effects. Delay. By Digivolving that Digimon into a Digimon card with Imperial Digimon in its name in the hand without paying the cost. Prevent that deletion. Security, you may play 1 Tamer card with Davis, Motomiya, or Ken Ichijoji in its name from your hand or trash without paying the cost, and place this card in the battle area.
This is a 5 out of 5. Can you imagine not being able to kill off, any of the Pyldramons or, the Imperial Dramons?
And the funny thing is, you could actually, technically use this in other decks. If you have access to Paladin mode, you could theoretically play this card and just not use that first effect.
Yeah, you could. If you have access to blue and green sources, yes.
Yeah.
I also just love its security effect. It's just hey, I get this card plus a Tamer?
Yeah.
Just like the Omnimon one.
It'd be funny if you had access to, I believe blue is what you don't have access. No, green is what you don't have access with Magna X.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had this out with a Magna X on the field.
Oh my god.
Yep. And then your opponent has to worry about Paladin mode.
Yep. I'll give this a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4. I like it. It's going to be kind of ridiculous to play against Imperial going forward.
Yeah, I guess this is the cope that's driving the Pyodramon prices.
Yeah,
probably.
That and it's just getting a lot of wins recently.
Yeah.
Hacker's Pride, 3 costs, yellow option. Main, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Pulse Mine and its text among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Then place this card in the battle area. Main, delay by placing the top card of one of your level 4 or higher Digimon with Pulse Mine and its text on top of your security stack. Gain 2 memory.
What?
Not inheritable. Security effect. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add a card with Pulse Mine and its text. Blah blah blah. Place this card in the battle area. So it's accurate with the main effect basically.
Yeah, it
says Pulse Mine on it. It's a 1.
I love how you were halfway reading that card and you just heard Chris go, "What?"
Yeah.
Imagine having to get rid of your own body, just activate a Membu.
So it doesn't get rid of the stack. It basically de-evils the stack into your security. But yeah,
why?
Why?
Bad.
Whatever. Comments will tell us why. They'll defend this card.
Yeah,
You're just wrong. Whatever.
I'm sure. Yeah.
All right, next card. Actual good card.
Awakening of the Sun, 3 cost option. Main, you may play 1 Marcus Damon or Rhythm from your hand or trash without paying the cost.
Why Rhythm 2? Why is this card associated with that?
No idea.
It's from their movie, Chris. Get over it.
Anyways.
For the lore.
It was from a movie?
Yes, that's what Rhythm is from.
Yeah, you don't see the
movie reel.
Yeah, the movie reel lines on it.
Yeah, I just thought that was for cool effect, but you're right.
No, all the movie cards have that. Or the movie option.
Then place this card in the battle area. All turns, when one of your tamers is deleted or returned to the hand, delay. One of your Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Shine Greymon in its name in the hand without paying the cost. Security. You may play one tamer card with Marcus name and a rhythm in its name from your hand or trash without paying the cost and place this card in the battle area.
This also works for Ruin mode.
I mean, you can Evo into Ruin Mode off this effect, if that's what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. The delay effect.
Yeah. So this is the only reason that the level 6 Shine Greymon from this set is playable, is because if you can put this and that card in a Shine Greymon deck and like have that little wombo
interaction.
This just feels like you're trying to do you need way more pieces and stuff for your like cool in-game effects rather than just like regular burst mode Shine Greymon.
Yeah, it turns it into more of a control-y kind of play style.
It seems like two different play styles, yeah.
It is, yeah. 100%.
Same deck, but just different top end.
It's still a pretty good effect. I'll give it a 3. I think you need way more to pull this one off than some of the other ones, right?
Unless Black Ward becomes popular, yeah. Because your tamer is basically... Well, I mean...
They're almost always going to security.
I guess...
Usually have that inheritable.
I guess your tamers could also be deleted by just you attacking with them. So, I mean, I guess you could always trigger this. I'll still give it a 3. Yeah. But I'm just thinking of, like, different ways you could use it. But that's interesting. Yeah. All right, Clock of the End. 3 cost, black. Security, add this card to the hand. Main, play one Digimon token without paying the cost, and place this card as the bottom source of one of your Digimon without Clock of the End and its sources. Start of your turn, if 4 Clock of the Ends are placed in your battle area, you win the game. Inheritable, all turns on the Digimon will leave the battle area by an opponent's effect by deleting one of your other Digimon. Prevent it from leaving. End of opponent's turn, place 1 Clock of the End from the Digimon's sources in the battle area.
Like a 3.
Just a heads up. I know that you guys know this, but for viewers, you cannot place sources under tokens. So this card will not go under tokens, just so you know. Like, you have to have a Diaboromon Digimon in play.
Yeah. So essentially, if you guys want to win the game with this card, you are going to have a Diaboromon actual stack, have 4 Clock of the Ends, go under and out.
Yes.
So no cheap stuff with the tokens.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 3. I'm not really. The card is. I'm not giving it like a 3 because you get to win the game. It's gonna be very hard to win the game with 4 Clock of the Ends. Like, let's just be honest.
Yes.
You're probably using this for its main and its inheritable.
Exactly.
Yeah, both effects are really good for the deck.
Really.
Yeah,
good.
You're playing a token and you're protecting your stack. Both are just really good effects.
Yes.
That's mainly why I'm giving it a 3.
I agree. I think this is a 3. I think this pre-release stamp is going to go dummy hard. Yeah, because it is an uncommon.
Yeah, that one and the Omni one for me. The hybrid one has an alt art because of that box stopper, so.
True. All right. Fenrir Lugamon, Broken AFmon. DNA Digivolves Fenrir Lugamon and Kazuchimon for 0 memory. Trash, your turn. One of your level 6 Digimon with Pulsemon in its text is played. 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into this card in your trash. When Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 16,000 DP for the turn. If DNA Digivolving, you may set your opponent's memory to 3. Then if a Tamer card is in this Digimon's evolution cards, gain 1 memory and recover +1. When attacking by trashing the top card of your security stack, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack.
Not once per turn, by the way.
Yes, not once per turn.
This guy is going to have Alliance. This guy is going to have Unsuspend. And this guy is going to have this not once per turn when attacking.
Yeah. You can promote... Is it BT17 Luga?
I think it's the 15 line.
Yeah, you can promote BT15 Lugamon with the old Balmon, and it doesn't matter what you start your turn at. You can promote and wombo combo into this guy. Give your opponent how much ever memory that did, and then set them to 3, and then gain a memory, and then maintain turn.
Because of the Fenrir Luga inheritable.
Yes.
Busted.
5.
Yeah, this card's a 5. This card is super stupid. Why did they do this?
This card is degenerate, and the fact there was actually a turn 2 confirmed OTK kill is stupid.
Yeah. The only blessing is this deck requires setup, so it will probably lose to like the more consistent aggro strats.
Yep.
But these decks in a big event will act as grenades for people because they will just high roll you and be like, "Yep, you just took an L, bro. I just opened the Wombo 2 games out of 3."
Yeah, imagine I opened up Lugamon AG. Sorry, man.
Yep.
I hate it for you.
Guess you lose.
I guess you're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, you gave me 2 memory? Cool, I went Luga Analog AG. Have fun with your turn, because it's your last one.
Yeah. Greymon, white Digimon, evos for 3 memory on green, red, blue, or yellow. Otherwise, evos on top of level 3 with Agumon in its name for 2 memory. When digivolving, this Digimon's name is Koromon. It gains 3000 DP for the turn. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon that has much or less DP as this Digimon. All turns this Digimon has all the names of level 3 and lower cards in its sources. On deletion, you may play 1 Tamer card with Tai Kamiya or Kari Kamiya in its name from your hand without paying the cost, or hatch in your breeding area. Inheritable. On deletion, you may play 1 Tamer card with Tai Kamiya or Kari Kamiya in its name from your hand without paying the cost, or hatch in your breeding area.
Yes, so this is the other piece for the Omnimon deck. This allows you to cheat out your Tamers for cheap, as well as the, small baby Taikari.
Yes.
But on top of that, you can also evo on top of your Gabumons. You can evo on top of your Agumons. This guy is basically a jack of all trade in that deck. You can kind of have him do whatever you need him to do in that deck.
Mm-hmm.
This card is very good. It is not as OP busted as the card we just read, but it is still very good.
Yeah, this card is way more fair than the other card.
Yeah. I'm going to give this guy a 3 or 4.
I'm going to give it a 3. This is like an archetype specific Ukomon to me. Like, that's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking 3.
Yeah.
I give it a 3.
I don't see it seeing play outside of that Omni deck unless people want to start decking this in Greymon decks.
You can play this.
The fact that its effect is an on deletion tells me it's kind of like.
Whenever we get the new bonds, you can play this in Agubond.
Yeah, smart. Yeah, because it'll be treated as Agumon, so you can warp on top of it, couldn't you?
I'm fairly certain the new Agubond just specifies Agumon. I don't think it says level 3. No, I don't think it specifies level 3.
Yeah, I was about to say you'd have to watch out for color and level.
I think overall for this set, I'm gonna give the set a 4. I think there's a bunch of new cool supporting cards.
I would agree.
For me personally, this is a 5 out of 5 set. This is like one of the first sets in a while since probably like BT12 when I've walked out of it and going, I want to play that deck, I want to play that deck, and I want to play that deck, I want to play that deck. Like normally it's just like I'll play this, but this one like I want to play Omni, I want to cook on some random version of Garu Omni, I want to play both of the hybrid strats. Like that's already 4 decks right there.
Yeah, I still want to give it a 4. But I am excited.
I think
for
green was a massive for a set to be a 5 out of 5. Every color has to be a banger.
Yeah,
and green is a complete miss.
Yellow,
I think yellow's a miss. I think even most of black is a miss, right?
No,
yeah,
we got all the Diaboromon, the Dex Doru stuff because they are dual.
No,
color.
the Dex is purple main.
It's dual color though.
Yeah, the Diaboromon stuff, the only new cards you play, I think, is the Infirmon and the Tamer.
Yeah.
Or not the Tamer, but the option.
Clock in the end as well, yeah.
Yeah, Castromon too, I guess that's good. But yeah, like a lot of the black is, like...
Misses as well, trains. Yeah.
You ain't about to start dissing on them trains.
I love trains.
Not to mention all the really good level 7 aces.
Yeah,
I agree. I just for an entire set to be a 5 out of 5, it's got to be like every single color's got to be like
5 is like perfect.
Yeah, for me personally, this is a perfect set.
You are entitled to your opinion. Me and Chris think it's a 4.
I still think this is a set you invest in for sure. Like it's
like I'm very happy about this
set. Yeah. Like spend your money on this set.
Yeah, this is the first set that I have been excited for multiple things in a while, actually.
Same.
Yeah, I'm curious how much these are going to be.
I could see the Taka being
30 and 20.
30. I was gonna say 30 and 40 for regular arts, because you do need a number of copies of the Greymon for the Omni deck, which is going to be a popular deck.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Finraluga, you're going to need multiple copies of it as well. So I could see them staying above 30.
Get you out of this heat. We're at 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be quick. I've just accepted my fate.
Well, I was going to say set reviews never are, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just happened to fall on this week when
my AC
you
was
had
like,
no
yo,
AC.
I'm going to get out of here. All right. Let me pull this up.
Man, imagine last week when it was just an hour and 50.
Yeah, imagine my AC working. I like how when I click on a video, it asks me if I want to be a member of the channel. Do you want to give us money? Because, like, I'm literally just paying YouTube at that point. Because I'd only get, like, 2/3 of it back.
Yeah.
All right. Comment questions. Desmond Milers, 3114. Thank you for being a channel member, Desmond. Do y'all think Bandai will introduce another format for Digimon, like uncommon and commons only?
Officially, in like official tournaments, probably not.
Yeah, I think the only things they've ever done were the
weird Ulti Cup rules,
the Ultimate Cup rules, and that was actually voted on by players, like in the surveys that they've had. And then people just got mad about it because there were oversights in their ban list construction. So yeah, I doubt it'll be any kind of official format.
The only cool other format thing I thought that was really cool is if we did it more. If it has to be in person events, is the 3v3 thing. I really like that.
Yeah, I really enjoy the 3v3 format. That is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the War Games format is so fun. Imagine they did like another Ulti Cup format, but they reversed it. Instead of doing monocolor, you can only have multicolor.
I mean, that would just...
that would get rid of Mirage.
I mean, Mirage
is gone now.
The format is getting rid of Mirage.
I'm just saying, it'd be funny.
It'd be bad. Ninja Mini Fro 752. I really enjoy listening to podcasts. You guys help me get through my workday. Thank you. I have two questions. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying thank you.
Okay. One, would you guys ever be interested in trying fan-submitted deck list at your locals?
Yeah, Sean.
You can ask.
Would you?
You can ask Sean and Chris. Chris is that guy who builds random jank decks.
I feel like Chris would be the one that would actually be willing to do that.
I would do it, but I want to know Sean would, because he puts up polls on his channels and said, which deck would you like to see me play, and then doesn't play them.
Because they voted for Justimon.
Technically.
Exactly.
I said, which deck would you like to see me, or which deck would you like for me to build? And I did.
That includes playing it.
I did build that deck. But I did not play
was there.
it. Yeah. An attempt was made. I still actually have that deck, minus the cards that I pulled out of it to sell. Like, it is actually still sitting here, still in sleeves. It's Bloomlord, if you can't tell.
I would do it if people submitted deck lists. I would try them out.
Yeah. The answer for me would be it depends. Because most of the time when I use someone else's list, I play with it for a little bit and then adjust it to my liking. It's rare for me to play with a list and be like, okay, I don't want to make any changes. Yeah. 2, what are each of your personal ranking of most favorite to least favorite color to play against?
Play against?
Mm-hmm.
Play against.
That is what the question says.
I think my least favorite color to play against.
Yellow.
Gotta be blue. It's gotta be blue or purple.
Yes.
They both
super unfair colors.
They just touch themselves. There's no like interaction. There's no like real.
Not
really.
For me, if I'm starting at the bottom, I'm gonna go real quick. Yellow, blue, purple, red, black, green. Green just doesn't do anything, so playing against it doesn't ever feel bad.
I'd go.
It used to. There used to be decks that like.
I mean, Bloom Lord.
Yeah, but I never minded playing against Bloom Lord.
I did.
Who's playing Bloom Lord?
Yeah.
I'd go blue, purple, and blue and purple are like 1A, 1B. You could just swap them on whenever.
Yeah.
Blue, purple, yellow, red, black, green. Yeah, because black's the only thing with black would be like, oh, they have like digivolving. That's it. That's the only thing I'm like, ugh.
The reason I put black a little towards the middle is just because Machine Dramon. That deck is kind of annoying.
Yeah,
depending on what deck you're playing, Machine Dramon can be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a dick.
Yeah, I think that order is actually what my order would be as well. July 305. Where have the gameplay matches been? I love listening during work, the gameplay.
Yeah, Sean, where are they?
I apologize. I'm still working on getting back to those. They will return. Once they do, you'll know, obviously. But I was intending on doing that, and then my AC went out, and I literally
of course.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it. I mean, this isn't the first time. There's been a few times where we've taken like small hiatuses, and then you just come in with like a buttload of content throughout the week.
Yes. They will return, though. I promise.
Such is the circle of life.
Yes. Friendly Ginger 4877. For the next podcast, I want to ask, what do y'all think Ragnar needs to be good? I just find him so slow compared to everything else.
Hey, read the comment under that, Sean.
Chris responded, it's crazy that like a day or two after we record this, Ragnar won a regional.
Yep.
Crazy.
I don't think it needs anything.
I think
what it needs is for the player to own the raid promo Zubamon.
For like $30
that's what,
promo Zubamon.
Yeah, that's what people need. No, Ragnar has everything. Ragnar has everything players need. It has your opponent not knowing what any of your cards do, and you can raid into Magnas. That's all you need.
I was going to say, if I was genuinely going to give a suggestion to make the deck better, I would give it some sort of tamer. Like, imagine if it had its own version of the Alter S tamer, where if you do something, like if you tuck a Legends Arm, you could, like, get an extra effect or extra memory or something like that. Yeah. Something to boost in consistency.
I could agree. I could see them needing. They don't need a tamer, but it would be cool if they had one. But I don't think they need one.
They need more consistency fixing. So like that new dual color memory boost that we're getting in like what month is it?
That'll help.
5 months. That'll help. I think that's the only thing it really needs at this point is just consistency boosters. Once we get those, then I think the deck is fine. Like, it has a lot of powerful effects. It just is inconsistent.
Right.
All right.
But yeah.
Damien Carr 168. Thank you for being a channel member, Damien. Oh no, you got robbed. That card has an errata. The end of turn force attack is a Yume. Referring to BT13 Crania. And I responded, I knew it. Because I remember telling you guys, I was like, I could have sworn he had an errata, and I looked at like up the card image.
Yeah.
Digimon Dev, assuming it would show the errata, and it just didn't. And I was like, okay, I guess I was just misremembering. But
man, that's what really sucks. Is sometimes like random cards will have erratas, and you just forget about it.
Yeah,
it's okay. I don't think I really got robbed. I don't remember it being like too
pivotal.
Yeah, you should be playing BT3 Crania anyway. BT13 Crania is poo-poo.
Agreed.
You still played it as a 1-of last night.
I played it at 1-1 split, and I'm like, okay, I officially just don't like this card, and I'll go back to 2 BT3.
Yeah. This isn't a question, but I'll read it. Hachiko42. The people demand Ben on the podcast. We'll talk to Ben. He's the reason why he's not on the podcast.
I did let him know last night that my position will be available for next week.
Forever.
I'm going to be gone. So if he wants
Indefinitely.
if he wants to be on the pod next week, it's up to him.
Yeah, I've asked him multiple times. Ben is the reason why he's not on the podcast. For those of you that want to see Ben, you need to bully Ben into being on the podcast.
We think he's camera shy.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I know that he declined my offer to be permanently on the podcast whenever I asked him like months ago. He said he'd be willing to be on it occasionally, but we just haven't caught him at the right time, I guess.
Well, hopefully he can be on next week.
Yeah, ideally Ben will be on next week's podcast since Brandon won't be here, but it'll depend on his schedule. What are you giggling at, Brandon?
I want you to read the Joe comment, the first one, and the reply to it.
Joe
like the
Balsamo 8770.
Yeah, his second comment, the one without the timestamp.
I'm gonna try one Ukomon myself. Can't see it being bad. And then Friendly Ginger 4877. I love that this comment is the only one not liked by Sean.
He's talking about Uko and Magnavax.
Yeah.
Like, it's clear that you actually just never read the comment.
No, I read it. I 100% read it and chose not to like it.
Yeah.
That person is correct. I deliberately read that and was like,
nah,
I don't agree with that.
I don't like that. Quit playing Ukomon and Yellowvax.
That's funny.
Please.
That's funny.
Please stop.
Good comment. Friendly Ginger gets it.
Yeah.
It's almost like he knows you, Sean.
I mean, if you literally just watch the pod, you see me be mad that people are playing Ukomon and Yellowvax.
I think that's all of them. I don't think anybody else technically has a question.
Damien Carr 168 did clarify whenever we were having that discussion about the ruling of memory loss versus
Tyrant.
no memory loss with Tyrant and
Melga X.
yeah, the Melga X from EX5
Or Ice Wall.
Well, Ice Wall would still
Ice
affect
Wall is
it.
an option.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Read your cards, Chris. You do in fact lose the effect and thus lose the memory loss effects and a memory loss. Once you suspend, the effect is no longer there, so you couldn't trigger, much less resolve it, even if you wanted to. The effect he is giving is a when attacking effect, just like Ice Wall, so it would resolve at the same time as any when attacking effects. X-turn effects that are passive become active the moment their condition is met. So during the active attack declaration, while the when attacking trigger actually has to see you complete the event, the when attacking declaration trigger. So yeah, I would just immediately lose it. Like we eventually found our way to.
Yeah. Once I clicked in my head that it's a when attacking, I was like, oh.
Well, yeah, once you reminded me that it is a when attacking effect, I was like, oh yeah, that's obviously.
Yeah.
The only thing that he clarified for me that I wasn't 100% sure on is whether or not it would even technically trigger. Which it wouldn't even trigger. But even then, you still wouldn't get the effect. I was just thinking it might still trigger, but just not activate because you're immune at that point. Yes, thank you, Damien, for the clarification.
All right, I'll get it done.
Sean's ready to get in his car.
Yeah, Sean's ready to bounce.
I'm honestly I think it's been overcast and kind of rainy all day.
It has been.
I'm literally soaking wet, but I'm kind of used to it.
I'm vibing in it.
But come on, get to it. He's
besides the hot air that I'm inhaling, it's not that bad.
He's suffering from heat sickness.
Yeah, he's dying.
So we have the fan on our AC, and it almost feels like the air it's blowing is cold, but I know it's not. It just feels nice.
Oh my god.
He's going delirious.
Yeah. The guy that's gonna fix our AC said it wouldn't hurt anything to have the fan going, so we got the fan going.
Yeah, we turned our fan off just so we didn't burn electricity for no reason.
I mean, this is still circulating air in the house. I think it's better than having stale hot air.
Yeah. I mean, I got 7 fans in my room. Well, 3, but yeah.
Oh, well, I don't have that luxury of a million fans.
Yeah, Chris has a bloody ceiling fan, the lucky dog.
You got a bloody ceiling fan.
Boy, ceiling fan.
You gotta throw bruv at the end, otherwise it's not good.
Bruv.
A bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
Tuesday.
Anyway, let's get this over with so Sean can get out of here.
Harry Potter. Oh my god.
All right, deuces.
I'm so happy this is over.
Yep.
Goodbye, Sean.
Bye.
Enjoy your heat.
I won't.